Football.
Would you give up the chance to play for your country to become a global star of your sport and earn big money doing it? Well, that's the choice facing rugby players right now because of the proposed new R360 League. Led by 2003 World Cup winner Mike Tindall, it's already being backed by major investors. Its goal? Turn rugby union into franchises, not clubs, add some serious cash and a bit of razzmatazz. Or in their words, make the game more watchable, accessible and entertaining, especially for younger audiences. But there's been a huge pushback, a massive no way from the current game. So what exactly is R360 and why is it controversial? Rugby union is facing challenges on a domestic level right now. There's huge financial instability across even top-tier clubs. The English game has seen leading clubs like Wasps, London Irish and Worcester go out of business in the top flight. The Welsh provincial game is in total disarray too. R360 says they would remove what are easily some clubs' biggest expenses, i.e. the big stars, and therefore make more of them profitable. So the plan is to inject a new lease of life into the sport. But how exactly? Top stars of the men and women's game playing for a franchise-based league with fixtures in cities like London, Miami, Tokyo and Lisbon. Each city would host a tournament featuring all the franchises during a short 3-month season. And though no players have officially confirmed, reports suggest around 200 have signed pre-contracts, some worth up to 750 grand. And if that's the pre-contract, you can imagine where the full wages will get to. Problem is, the rest of rugby says no. In fact, no way. The national unions from England, Scotland, Ireland, France, Italy, South Africa, New Zealand and Australia have declared any player joining R360 will be banned from test selection. World Rugby's also not approved the league. Many fear it echoes football's failed European Super League, a top-down, money-driven idea that could damage the sport's traditions. So is it dead already? Well, rugby union is at a crossroads. Some may be against it, but we know others are being swayed by the cash. So will everything work itself out? Or after the European Super League and Live Golf, have we got sport's next big scandal on our hands?
Good morning, 5 minutes after 6 o'clock. How are we out there? Bit of rain about, unbelievable. First time in, I don't know, many weeks, several weeks, isn't it? Maybe a couple of months. talkSPORT Breakfast with me, Brazil Ally McCoist alongside me and Arnold Clark's Deal Drop. Get the new car feeling without the new car price. Discover some of the biggest savings and find your next car today. How are we, pal?
Brilliant, pal. How are you?
Good, yeah, all good.
You good form?
I took your advice and I watched that documentary on Glasgow.
Oh, man alive.
I won't be going home in the near future, put it that way.
It's
God, dear.
Shocking is the word you're looking for. Isn't it shocking?
I couldn't believe what I was watching.
I mean, it's an absolute embarrassment in the city.
I couldn't believe it.
It was a just like listeners know, it was a BBC disclosure programme.
Oh, disclosure.
City.
Dodge City.
I told you the city centre of Glasgow was horrendous, didn't I?
I didn't think it was that bad.
I told you it was horrendous, mate. Selling drugs during the day, at night, just walking about.
Not safe to walk.
No,
if you're a woman,
actually not safe for the girls to walk about the city centre, run about that St Enoch Square. Filthy.
Anyone watching that who thought about going to Scotland, they'll
you've no chance. You've no chance.
Glasgow.
You've no chance. And I read they couldn't get anybody to comment for the city council.
No, it's shocking. Women went missing or something.
Oh my goodness! I told you. I got off the train. In the train one day, for Johnson into Glasgow, and I was going up to West End with a weekend, and get out, walk down. You come out the station at the side end. I think it's Union Street, if I'm not mistaken. Walk down the bottom of that to go left to St Enoch to get the underground up.
Yeah.
Oh, horrendous, mate. I mean, even the colour of the pavement.
Yeah.
Filthy. Chewing gum.
I know. That's bad.
Heartbreaking. But you're right, what kind of adverts is that for?
Oh, no.
Tourism.
People go, no chance. Edinburgh. I bet Edinburgh's gone up in tourists.
I mean, I'm staying, never mind any tourists coming in, I'm staying away from the city centre.
Yeah, that's bad. Honestly, I
bet you got, I got a shock when I watched it, mate. I really did.
I couldn't believe how bad it could be.
Yeah.
And openly, they don't care.
They don't care.
No.
I mean,
anyway, shocking. No. Absolute shocking. Right, the waiting's almost over for the return of the Premier League. Can't wait. This Friday evening, good game.
Mate. Wake up, it's a beautiful morning. Good morning. It's been a summer of football across the talkSPORT network, hasn't it? Full of highs, full of lows.
Arsenal, for the first time in 22 years, are champions of the Premier League.
Manchester City are changing manager in the summer.
A huge honour to represent this club. I love you so much.
Tottenham Hotspur are safe.
Sunderland fans, get your passports out. It is a night of Villa glory.
England beaten in a World Cup semi-final again.
And now we're ready to do it all over again.
So come on. Radoni is there again.
Ipswich Town have done it again. Promotion back to the Premier League.
Comes to Mbane, off the goalkeeper and in.
Haaland, 1-1.
Terrific goal. Bruno Fernandes. João Pedro equalises, headed in by Havertz.
It's time to shine.
Are you ready for it?
So come on, get it on.
Oh yeah, thank God for that. The waiting's almost over.
Yeah.
So the Premier League is 3 days away. And we'll be covered right here on talkSPORT. Friday, the champions Arsenal kick off things by hosting newly promoted Coventry City.
Tough one for Frank, yeah.
Live and exclusive on talkSPORT. Yeah, but I think they'll go there and have a go. Come on, I do. I don't think it'll be backs to the wall.
It's funny. Well, I was going to ask you the question. What do you think about you boys? I don't know why. I just think out the newly promoted sides, I don't know why I fancy Coventry a little bit more than the other two. What do you think?
Oh, I think it's going to be difficult. Look, I say it every year and pray God that the three that go up don't come down all the time. But you look at Hull, you look at Ipswich. Ipswich have spent a bit.
Spent a few quid, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. So, but we've got a bad start. Sunderland at home Saturday, I'm going, and then away to Man U, then home to Liverpool.
Oof.
You know what I mean? But I think Coventry have got a bad start as well. So, but maybe it's the best time to play the big boys early doors.
Do you?
Look, whatever happens, I'll take fourth from bottom now, which is negative, but I don't care.
Well, it's not really. Let's be honest about
Build
it.
again.
Yeah, I think the newly promoted sides, that's their immediate target. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Stay in the division if you can.
No, I hope so. It'll be full every home game, so that
That'd be great. You're going.
I've just taken 4 tickets.
Brilliant.
This year, so they've asked me ages, why don't you come? Why don't you come? But I'm going to do it now.
Good.
I'm looking forward to it. So there's a scramble for tickets now. Dear oh dear. The son-in-laws, they want to go. Jill wants to go. But
is that right?
I think my 3 girls have said no. We're going first game. I think I'll just say to Jill, you take them. I'm not
That's
going.
great.
Saturday, Man United go to Hull on Saturday lunchtime, live and exclusive.
I'm there.
On talkSPORT. Are you?
Yeah.
Sam, are you and Sam? And former United captain and Hull. Oh no, sorry, is it not for?
Yeah, with TNT.
All right, okay. Sam Matterface and former United captain and Hull manager Stevie Bruce bring you that one, Brucey.
Of course.
Game Day Live will take you around the grounds on both Saturday and Sunday. So you won't miss a thing. Brilliant. And then Monday, don't forget Monday, the weekend wraps up Monday evening. It's all eyes on West London as Alonso takes his Chelsea team to Fulham, just a wee walk along the Thames there. That's live and exclusive on talkSPORT. What game sort of stands out here, Ali, for you?
I think the opening one on Friday night. I'm looking forward to Arsenal Coventry.
Yeah, I do. A Fulham Chelsea would be good.
Yeah.
But, Newcastle, Liverpool's a big one.
Well, I kind of like, I said...
You don't fancy Newcastle?
I'm just a bit concerned for them, mate. What about you? I mean, a wee bit like...
No, I am.
You think of the players have lost, obviously, midfield, Guimaraes, Tonali, and a little bit like City in the respect.
Up front.
Coach as well, up front. Gordon's away, I mean...
No, I do, but they tell me it's buzzing up there.
Yeah.
You know what the Geordies are like.
Oh, I know.
But realistically, on paper, you think, this is going to be tough.
It's a big game for Liverpool, isn't it, as well, when you think about it today. Disappointment last season, new manager,
I fancy Liverpool this year, and yet people say defensively still not good enough. But I do fancy them to be, up there.
2-horse race? I think it's...
Probably.
I'd be...
well, people, let's talk Chelsea.
I'm looking...
Boys,
I think Chelsea will do all right.
Yeah.
I think the lack of games, if you like, will clearly help them. Be interesting to see how United do with the opposite.
I'm with the two ones who I thought were hoping were going to be up there, Newcastle and Villa. I'm disappointed what's happened. The players have lost.
I mean, but then having said that, I watched that Super Cup Villa against PSG, and Villa were excellent now. I'm telling you, the big lad up front was absolutely terrific. Young lads at Maggio, 17 years of age. You've never seen anything like that. 6'4".
Aye.
Oh, he bullied the boy, William Pacho, the big centre back. He actually bullied him.
He's a kid.
Put him on his backside. It's some story. They got him from, it was either Metz or Lens, one of the teams in France. But he was born in, I want to say, Enfield.
Right.
And he moved to Luxembourg. Right?
Maybe his dad, if you could.
Something like that. I think he moved to Luxembourg to visit.
But he just like cheap diesel.
No, I think I'm not sure. He might have moved to Luxembourg to visit his dad's bank account. Right? So, no, but anyway, he was in Luxembourg. And he was playing for their under-17s. Then all of a sudden, England go and get him, Villa go and get him. I think he scored 4 and 8 for England under 17s or something. But, I mean, as big a young lad as I've ever seen, but also really talented. Yeah. And they had another lad in the middle of the park who I want to say was in Forrest's books. Boy Hemmings, I think he's 18 or something as well. Very, very good.
At the end of the day with Villa, you look at the manager, what he's done.
Brilliant.
They trust him big.
Brilliant.
Villa fans trust him. So that no one's whinging.
I tell you, pound for pound, he might be the best manager in the league.
Yeah.
He certainly comes into the equation.
Right, we'll catch up next up with all the latest transfer news and possibles and what's happened with Ben Jacobs. And Katie will be back around 7:15.
100% Mo's phoned us up, Liverpool fan. Right, Mo?
100% coward. Where you been?
Kenny! How are you, Mo? Where you been?
Where you
I've
been?
been hey, I've been busy.
Oh, of course you have. Where you been? What you been up to?
It's like you, Jimmy G. Where have you been? You've not been here for a while. And neither has Candy. I mean, Candy's been trying to get his hair like growing, but it's looking quite smart, Candy.
Yeah, it's come back, mate. Back. The hair is back. Everything's...
Are you going to be talking guff this season,
Yeah.
Mo?
What are you doing this season, Mo?
Listen to that. Look, I've been listening to talkSPORT all day, and obviously been hearing the ex-pundits. I mean, what is this about Arsenal going to dominate? What is Martin Keown on? What is going on? They just beat a poor City side yesterday. It was only a friendly. I mean, what's going on? Arsenal not going to dominate. There's only one team who's going to dominate this league, and that is the boys. The best team on the planet, Candy and Jimmy J. The best team on the planet. You saw them playing yesterday. Wow. You know what, Candy? I can't wait to this league to start. I am telling you, we're going to win the quad, Candy. Quad, Candy.
There it is. There it is.
The quad.
The quad's back out.
Quad back.
Listen, no, listen. Well, come on. No, look. Why you got music? Why are you putting laughter track on? Right? Look, let's be honest here, right?
No, mate. Listen, let's talk about your mob, right?
You shut up, yeah.
Let's talk about your mob.
You shut up, Candy. You shut up. You can't talk. No.
Mate, what's going on at Liverpool? What's going on, mate? What's happening in your place?
Candy, look. Candy, we're the best team on the planet.
You're not, though, are you, mate?
What the hell is going on? This is literally Premier League football drama at its absolute best.
Oh
my Gabrielle!
I can't watch this. Definitely saw it, man.
Messi!
No!
Guys! Come on! Get in it!
What was that?
You see this crap every single game in the Premier League.
Oh, this is...
No goal.
No.
That was embarrassing.
.618. Yes, the unmistakable sound of Hail to the Chief, but why are we playing it? Well, former US President Bill Clinton, old broom cupboard Bill, turns 80 today. Ali, when you think of US presidents, which one springs to mind? No! Bill Clinton, known as the Johnny.
I met him.
What did you?
I met Bill Clinton, and I did actually in Dublin many years ago. I don't know how it came about, but Ian and I were over in Dublin. You know, I tell you who organised it, believe it or not. Sati Singh.
Did he?
Aye.
Yeah.
Sati Singh organised it, and I met Bill Clinton in Dublin, someone hotel he was speaking at. And he was very good. I avoided any controversial issues when I was talking to him.
Now, believe it or not, we hear this. This is a surprise. Mr. Clinton is 2 months older than the current president, Mr. Trump.
There you go.
Yeah, so just shows.
Don.
He's
some boy to Don.
I see Bill Clinton on a clip a few weeks ago.
He looks old.
Yeah, he does look old.
He
the
does.
way he moves.
Yeah.
So Trump, whether you hate him or love him or like him or whatever, he does get about all right, doesn't he, for his age?
Oh, far better than the last one. What'd you call him?
Oh, yeah. I know he'd lost the plot.
He'd
lost
he needed a pair of slippers on the fireside with his can-cans, didn't he?
He'd lost, yeah. But Trump, I think we're going to hear so much. I've got to be careful. I just
want to know what's happened to you.
Stock market fluctuations, that's all I'll say. Leave it at that.
Hold on a minute. I need to be careful what I say, Alan Brazil. When did he return to the office?
This is the type of guy that, I don't fancy dodging. I can dodge loads of people, but not the CIA. Time now to look at the back pages with Costa Express.
The Costa Coffee Break on talkSPORT, sponsored by Costa Express. Ground beans and fresh milk.
Good morning, 25 minutes to 7. talkSPORT Breakfast with me, Brazil, and Ally McCoist and Arnold Clark. It's a bit of the perfect time to upgrade your car. Get 2 years free servicing when you buy a used car in the upgrade event. Check it out online. Right.
No, it's terrible there. Listen to those news. You and I both looked at each other.
Oh, the woman and the daughter.
But I was reading a little bit about it.
I swear.
Do you know that the sea with those, I think they're called riptides.
Yeah.
So dangerous,
Happened
mate.
to my wife, Jill, in Dubai.
Incredibly dangerous. And what I was reading about it, the only way you can get out actually
is go with it.
And swim across the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you've no chance.
You fight it, you get tired.
Shattered.
You've just got to let it take you out and then get across. You're right, spot on.
It's unbelievable. It's terrible.
You imagine the panic.
My goodness.
But how many, every day there's something going on in the sea or lakes.
Particularly good
rivers. It's horrible.
Terrible,
so
mate.
be careful, for God's sake, honestly. Right, talkSPORT right at the heart of the Premier League launch day yesterday, as we spoke with a load of top-class names, including Arteta and Gyökeres. Another name was Coventry City manager Frank Lampard, who was live into Drive. As Frank prepares to take his Cov side into the Premier League, he spoke about his relationship with the now Real Madrid manager, Jose Mourinho.
I've watched the doc, obviously, and it was great memories, specifically the first one, because it was just a Chelsea story and it just brought back so many great things. And again, I knew I loved Jose from a long time ago, but seeing it all back was great. And I think he's a man. I worked with lots of great managers. He specifically was the one that impacted my career the most in the moment that he came in, because of the confidence he gave me. And one thing's for sure, that I think many managers have tried to imitate Jose to a degree. I wouldn't or couldn't do that because I don't have his characteristics. I had my own. So there's little bits and snippets of things that he's had and the personal impact he had on me that I try to have by being close to my players and being able to communicate with them in the right way. So I try and do it in my own way. As I say, I try and be close to the players so they feel like that I'm a coach on the pitch, but if they've got problems off the pitch, because I felt like Jose was that for me. So yeah, I loved watching that, and but I'm trying to do management in my own way.
Yeah, Frank Lampard there. I'll be honest with you, I am a Mourinho fan.
So am I.
I'm a big Jose fan.
So am I.
I went to interview him at the training ground, and he couldn't have been nicer.
Alan, he's been different class for the game, hasn't he? Come on. You might not agree with everything he says, and he might got people's nose the wrong way.
Oh, he winds people up.
Aye. Well, so what? I mean, the fact he's back where he is as well. I mean, I'm really looking forward to it.
What a job.
Aye. It's amazing.
And Rodri going to Barcelona,
brilliant,
so another titanic battle.
But Frank's right. I think the one thing about Jose is you would never try and replicate him. You might learn bits and pieces from him, and as you would do any great manager or coach that you work with or work under, but you wouldn't try and be the same as him.
Tell me, in terms of Frank looks up to him, Walter Smith comes to mind, but you, Ali?
Exact same.
You lent on Walter a lot, didn't you?
100%. I mean, it'd be madness, it'd be absolute madness if you don't learn off the best, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, you were the same, Sir Bobby and things like that. But when I think about it, I mean, when I was a young kid, very, very briefly worked with Big Jock.
Aye.
And then Sir Alex, you know, and then Walter, and, you know, really, really lucky, but the best.
You know, as soon as you mention Walter, it springs to mind one lunchtime. You probably won't remember. You were having lunch with Walter and Langens. And I was sitting at the table by the door, and you come out and we said hello. And I didn't really know Walter, so I didn't.
Yeah.
And we didn't blank each other, but I didn't know him to sort of get up and say hi. How are you?
Walter's right up your street.
And later on, I thought myself, you're out of order. You should have made an effort. But I didn't know if he knew me. And
of course he didn't know you.
Yeah, I didn't know.
He's Walter, brilliant man's man. He's right up your street. You know what I mean?
He was from Shelton, wasn't he?
Yeah, Carmel.
Oh, Carmel.
Carmel. Yeah, out that way. He's definitely Carmel boy. And but you're right. It's madness. If you work with somebody like that for so long, you're naturally going to pick up and you're going to watch and listen and take in everything you can. And it'll be the same with Frank. I mean, Mourinho's brilliant.
Yeah.
I love him all. I'm the same as you. He's news. He's big news, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh, big star. Absolutely. Now, some worrying news to bring you. Bayern Munich and German star Musiala collapsed again. I got a text from Spain. Tell me about it during a game, the second time in a 4-day period. Whoa. He's been treated for neurological
all the best.
Neurological dysfunction.
No,
give us a break, will you?
Right, I'm going to break it down for you, right?
Neurological
That's
dysfunction. And hello, this is the guy. How many times did you ever take a closing the show up yesterday? I was there for an hour waiting for you.
So I did.
He has since written on social media that's easily treatable absence seizures. Oh, I can't be having that. Be careful.
Scary,
have a break. Seriously. Let's bring in talkSPORT senior football correspondent Ben Jacobs for more on this. Ben, a very good
morning, Ben. How are you?
Good morning.
Neurological dysfunction. That's the one. Ben, this is a sad story, really sad and a dangerous one.
Yeah, neurological dysfunction, but Jamal Musiala took to social media immediately after this incident because it was the second time in 4 days, first against Leipzig and then in a friendly against Heidenheim. And Musiala says that it looks more alarming than the reality, and it's something that he's been living with day on day. It can be treated or managed with medication. So Musiala's perspective is that this is, quote, temporary, brief, but easily treatable. So that's the good news. Of course, the bad news is that he's passed out or fainted twice in a very short period of time. And as a consequence, we're waiting on confirmation from ultimately medical experts and Musiala himself working in conjunction with Bayern Munich to determine if he needs a bit more time for a treatment plan to kick in. There's no suggestion at this stage that it's going to affect in the long run his professional football career. But what we don't know at the moment is whether he'll be back and involved to face Borussia Dortmund in the German Super Cup. But I suppose when you look at it, naturally people are concerned, and we were not aware what it was to begin with, and that's why the player has clarified. But Musiala goes on to say that he's been working with neurologists and medical experts to actually get the clearance to play, and that included against Heidenheim, even though it had happened previously against Leipzig.
That's what
so
I was going to
hopefully
say, Ben.
it's a case of in the short term he can get on medication and management and then ultimately get back to playing without this happening again as soon as possible.
Now, we're clearly no experts in that field, Ben, but neurological, right, would determine it's extremely serious.
Yeah.
I'm actually amazed he was allowed to play 4 days later after collapsing in the first place.
Yeah, I think when you look at the two incidents, absolutely you come to that conclusion. But Musiala says, and I quote, "There is no further health risk." And I looked into the condition a little bit, and as you say, we're not doctors, but what appears apparent is that you can manage this through a series of medication, but it takes a little bit of time to kick in. And then once you've got the right treatment plan, it's very functional and it allows you to continue life as normal and hopefully have no relapses. So Musiala will be confident that despite what it appears and despite the alarm that this has created, actually he can continue playing football as normal. But I'm sure there'll be more caution because when it happens once, you go, okay, can I come back? Can I manage it? And seemingly in the last...
Christian Eriksen, I'll be honest with you, when he had that heart attack, I thought, that's it.
Oh, it's horrible.
Hang your boots up, mate.
Horrible.
Please do not come back.
Yeah.
But I suppose Eriksen was obviously cardiac arrest and he had a pacemaker and it happened on multiple occasions. We need to make a clear distinction here that one is the Eriksen saga. Thankfully, he's okay. This particular diagnosis gives Musiala more confidence that despite
but what I'm saying is when you have something
it's
dangerous like that happen, you don't come back 4 days later. Not for me. And I'll say again, Eriksen, different. It was heart. But I thought myself, too risky, don't come back. But, that's the love of the game. He wanted to. Just one quick one, please, Ben. What about West Ham? Where is it? What's the latest on West Ham? And was it Parrott?
Troy Parrott,
Troy Parrott. What's the very latest, please?
Yeah, so Troy Parrott, it looks like is heading to Real Betis. It's not done yet, but it's heading in that direction. They're discussing the final formula, for example, loan with an obligation or outright purchase. But the broad agreement is £70 million and he'll leave AZ and join Betis if all goes according to plan. Well, West Ham have moved on. They didn't meet the valuation. And remember, they've signed Joel Pirot. They were offered, don't forget, Jamie Vardy, who's got all kinds of options. But it's going to be Pirro coming in from Leeds. It's already been formalised. That's a loan with a conditional obligation contingent on West Ham getting promoted to the Premier League. And then an outgoing for West Ham, Aaron Wan-Bissaka joining Aston Villa. And that one is agreed in principle. And again, it's going to be a loan with a conditional obligation. So West Ham have been busy in the market, and now we have to understand whether or not they can keep hold of everyone else that they want to stay. Jared Bowen, of course, committing before the season started, and if they do so, they'll feel they've got enough goals and depth to come back up at the first time of asking.
Brilliant, Ben. Thank you.
Thanks, Ben. All the best.
talkSPORT senior football correspondent Ben Jacobs there. Still to come on breakfast.
Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Spend £100 or more with a Travis Perkins trade account and you could win a brand new Ford Ranger. T's and C's apply.
Wake up, Maggie.
We'll find out Marcus has got tryptopic, elephareth typos. Goodness me. I've got to get this. Don't cut me. Taking quite a hypocritical. All right, hypocritical. You can't do it. Toby Adam, how do you spell it? How do you say it? It's Adavarel.
Too early in the morning. Yeah, some of my finest moments there. But after 7, we'll be finding out what words the people of Britain can't say. And we'll be speaking to Bournemouth midfielder and Vice-Captain Lewis Cook a wee bit later on. That was our breakfast preview with our good friends at Travis Perkins.
Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Spend £100 or more at any Travis Perkins Hire or Benchmarks branch as a trade account holder and you could win a brand new Ford Ranger. T's and C's apply.
So, Martin, you've already said that you worry for Manchester City in some way, but I mean, it's the Community Shield. Can you really take the Community Shield as a serious benchmark
I think that's
at
a bit
any time?
disparaging what you're saying. Let me just put it into perspective. So
How is it?
that's a game of honour, right? In terms of it's an honour to play in that football match because what it represents is the two most successful teams from the season before. So you walk out there, shoulders back, chest out, and you're proud to be there. Okay, you want to win it. Let me tell you, you want that in your team photograph. That photograph for Arsenal has been held back, and City, for this week, so they can maybe drop in another trophy. Arsenal will have that. You're proud to do it.
So you really value your
it's a dress
Shield medal,
100%, 100%. It's a
Really?
dress. Oh, yes. Well, you'll have to take it from me. You've asked me the question. If you don't believe me, then what can I do about that?
Okay.
So I can just tell you how I was, my mindset. Now, really what I enjoyed yesterday was the mindset of the players. So obviously that's born out of the culture within the club. The manager's really pleased. You can see there's been a really good reaction. Ødegaard is back in the building, is ready to go. He's the captain. He's the player whose position's under most threat, and he played a big part in the game yesterday. So let's get that right. But you're right. If you lose the game, you can say it doesn't matter, we're not ready, because it's part of your training.
That's a very point.
But the thing is, it's still a valuable trophy. Whenever we saw Pep win it, wasn't that often, by the way, so we shouldn't be panicking in a Man City situation. They lost 4 of the last 5 Community Shields. You basically look at it and say, okay, it's part of the training, but we'll be ready for the start. It's a wake-up call for Man City, and I'm saying they need to wake up, Jim, because yesterday they fell below the standards that we've been used to seeing.
What the hell is going on? This is literally Premier League football drama at its absolute best.
Oh
my Gabriel!
I can't watch this. Definitely saw it, man.
Messi!
No.
Yes! Come on! Get in it!
What was that?
You see this crap every single game in the Premier League.
Oh, this is
out. No goal.
That was embarrassing.
Okay, 6:51. Ally McCoist alongside me, Brazil. Right, what do we know this Wednesday morning? Al Hilal have launched a £38.5 million bid for Villa striker Ollie Watkins as they chase. What do you mean £38.5 million? Do you think they're worried about 500 grand? I don't think so.
He can't be going there.
No. Ollie Watkins, as they chase a new marquee forward this summer, it comes as Villa agree a deal to sign West Ham defender Wan-Bissaka. Now, Spain World Cup winner Rodri said he's ready to feel that excitement again after completing his move to Barcelona from City. Although he was very complimentary. Yeah, no, isn't it? He was very complimentary about City.
Oh, well, he had to be, and so he should be. And likewise, City should be complimentary about him.
Aye.
Fantastic partnership.
You're right, feel that excitement again.
What
does he mean?
I know.
England's second test series of summer gets underway this afternoon, taking on Pakistan up at Headingley.
Interesting, yeah.
I tell you what, that'll be interesting. There'll be less English there, and there will be Pakistanis. Massive up there. Having been reinstated with the captaincy after Ben Stokes retired at the beginning of the summer, new Test skipper Joe Root spoke to the media yesterday on his first act as captain, getting rid of the midnight curfew for the players.
You want guys to take responsibility on the field, then you have to make sure that they feel that they can be grown-up adults off it and take responsibility off it and make good decisions. And ultimately, we've got to self-police that. We've got to look after ourselves better. We can't find ourselves in a situation like we have done over the last little while. And everyone knows the responsibilities of what it takes to play for England. But, you know, at the right times, I still think we should be able to celebrate and enjoy that. It's just doing it in the right way. And, yeah, just be grown-ups about it.
Well, I hope the players don't let them down, because I'm all for that. You and I probably had a fair share of breaking curfews. Not me, I've just been late.
I would describe you as uncurfewable. There's absolutely no danger that you were capable of meeting a curfew.
I remember pre-season tour in Holland.
I was the same.
Oh, you know, time just goes, doesn't it?
That was the one I told you, that story.
I ended up climbing up a drain pipe again in my bedroom.
Aye. Well,
First team coach was outside with a tennis racket, going to whack anyone who came in late.
I know. Well, I get caught. Remember Big Jock Wallace caught me coming in late. Put one on my Dan Flynn.
Yeah,
remember?
Did he belted you?
Oh, he belted me. So imagine that nowadays.
I know.
Big Jock, man. Woof, you have some of that.
Yeah, but it was like, if you deserved it, you deserved it.
Oh, I know. Absolutely.
Right, here we go. We'll have live ball-by-ball commentary of this test match over on talkSPORT Cricket YouTube channel for overseas listeners too. There you go. And listen up, fancy winning an all-expenses paid trip for two to Melbourne next March. Melbourne's a great city.
Brilliant.
Thanks to Visit Victoria and the Barmy Army, you could be at the MCG watching England taking on Australia at the 150th anniversary test match. I've been invited. My mate Richard Griffiths invited me on a cruise. Stops at Melbourne. The cruise goes on to Sydney. You do the Melbourne test and then fly to Sydney later.
When do we leave?
It's March. It's not till March. Yeah, I'm thinking about Ali.
Oh, you got to think about that.
Yeah, but that's the match. It's the 150th anniversary test match. We're talking 5-day match tickets, 7 nights hotel, an exclusive pre-match function with cricket legends, and a day trip to the Great Ocean Road with return flights And we'll chuck in some spending money as well. So that's brilliant. Head to talksportwin.com, okay? talksportwin.com right now and enter for full T's and C's. Right, that's a belter.
Perfect time to do the show.
Yeah.
Remember you did the show?
From...
Was it not Brisbane? Did you go? Was it
Brisbane? Yeah,
I was
there. Yeah, I was with the Barmy Army.
Aye, I remember that. You hit me with heat-seeking custard pie, went alone. If I remember, I get. We'll have some of that. Aye.
Yeah, I walked in a restaurant that night, and it was very dark. And there's a wee glow in the corner, and I heard this Brazil, and I looked, and I could see this wee glow, and it was Tougher sitting in the corner on his own having a puff. Yeah. Right, Katie's back with us. Katie, what you got?
Okay. No, not saw the dress yet. We are talking about the changes for the Premier League season in terms of refereeing. So I've got a number of these to run through, and you can tell me if you like them or not. Number 1, a 5-second countdown for goal kicks and throw-ins.
No. Yeah, I like it in theory. No. He doesn't like it. I like it.
Well, we have to speed up the game, don't we?
Oh, no, I agree. But, but you can't have goalkeepers, quickly putting the ball down, rushing back, bang. You know what I mean? They'll just whack it up the field, won't they? We want them to play it from the back a little bit.
I think there has to be a degree of leniency shown in the initial stages of this new measure. But I'm all for it. Anything that speeds up the game, I'm happy with. You're not happy with it, I can tell.
Well, I can see trouble, that's all. So I look a bit further than you. I can see trouble.
This is someone who climbed up a drain pipe.
Yeah. 2 minutes ago you're happy up a drain pipe, and now you're looking further than me.
Well, if the time limit goes past 5 seconds, the throw-in is awarded to the opposing team. And for a goal kick, for a goal kick, then it will be awarded a corner. So you're right, they might rush it and then just hoof it into the opposition team.
Yeah.
But then it adds jeopardy, doesn't it?
Yes. And while I'm at it, you're one of the ones that moans about people taking their time more than anybody.
Of course I do, but 5 seconds is not enough. It's too quick. That's too quick. Yeah.
So how long do you think they should have? They had 8 seconds, didn't they?
Maybe,
previously?
8 or 10, maybe 5. I think they just hoof it up the pitch. We don't want that, do we?
Okay, number 2. Talking of time limits, a 10-second time limit for subs. If it's too long, the sub can't come on.
Ever?
Well, I don't know. I think that's another one where they're just trying to... Sure, they have the option.
There's nothing better to do than sit in a room and think about these things.
No, but they're trying to speed up the game. I mean, we're moaning them for not trying to do things right, but I think this is a difficult one. I mean, if the subs ready to come,
half the subs are not ready to come on.
Well, exactly. They might still be putting the shin pads in.
I take it you're talking about the person coming off the pitch, because the guy coming on the pitch will be as keen as mustard to go.
He should be, but half of them are not ready.
Well, they must be talking about the guy coming off the pitch, because the guy's got to be over the other side of the pitch.
Oh, what's the next one, Katie?
Okay, well, a 10-second time limit for players to leave the field when subbed. If the time limit is exceeded, the substitute cannot enter until the first stoppage after 1 minute.
None of this, just get them off the pitch, even if this is the wrong end. Get them off the pitch.
Aye, that's a right good idea. Imagine getting substitute across that jungle.
Excuse me, people have to be responsible.
Okay, how about this one? VAR can now review second yellow cards.
Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Alan? A slow nod.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's the only one he likes.
Yeah, but I just don't like VAR, full stop.
None of that. Katie, do you know what that was? It was very much a reluctant Brazil nod, wasn't it?
Very
that's how
slow.
You describe that,
I hate VAR.
Well,
I do.
Martin Keown's wanting into the EFL, right? He's wanting, and Jim, we had a Barney yesterday. I mean...
And by the way, I've got bone to pick with you as well.
Okay.
Chocolate. You were giving me pelters yesterday, I believe.
Chocolate?
Yeah. I like every...
That's a biscuit.
Oh, wow.
No. It's Billy the cab grass shop. He says, your mate was having a go. You like every chocolate.
No. You said the Kit Kat, and then you named another one, which was definitely a biscuit. It wasn't a chocolate bar. I can't remember what it was.
What about a Kit Kat Chunky? That's a chocolate.
Oh, they're brilliant. They're brilliant.
No, it's chocolate.
It's a biscuit.
They're brilliant.
They're brilliant. I bite the chocolate around it.
So do I.
It's great, isn't it?
And then the biscuit is left.
Especially at the end.
Yeah.
It's magic.
Next one, Katie.
I think we have to go to break. Wait.
No, it's an interesting one. Speeding the game up, yeah, as long as it's practical and as long as it... What?
I love the way he slipped into Kit Kat mode and then went back into all seriousness, a hate bar, and then...
Hey, we've got to be very adaptable here.
I can't remember that biscuit. It was another biscuit and you were raving about it.
Snickers? No.
That's a chocolate.
That's definitely a chocolate bar. The old marathon. And by the way...
So that's a chocolate bar and Kit Kat isn't?
Correct.
Away you go.
By the way, I'll tell you something else as well.
No, I agree with that.
Disgrace.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The size of the Snickers.
Oh, they're tiny now.
Unless you get the duo.
They're tiny.
But even that's a con.
It is a con. No, absolute con. If you
How is
go
that a
back
con?
to 10 years ago, they're half the size and more expensive.
Because you get a big package like that and there's a big gap in the middle. And you're paying more for two smaller ones.
Con.
They've done it with the Bounty Bar.
I'll be back with more biscuit chat.
Yeah.
Oh, I love a Bounty. Right, coming up. Katie, thank you. 7 o'clock. Coming up, Alex Harris, owner and presenter of Chelsea Fan TV. We'll talk to Harmy's coming up a little bit later on. Think about that Melbourne trip. That could be a belter. The 150th.
Let's do it.
Huh?
Come on, let's do it.
Do you want to do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's the answer.
Long way to go. Just gone 7 o'clock.
There's a bit of housery about it, and since Cucurella's gone, I kind of like that housery.
Oh no, I think it's a great quality. I think if you're talking about a footballer, strictly on the pitch here, and you use words like, oh, he's snide, he's snarling, he's aggressive. These are good words to use about a footballer. I want players to be like that. I think Chelsea have been a little bit too nice over recent years, and I think having somebody that is a little bit more on the front foot is a good thing. Enzo Fernandez, we've seen it. Like when he scored that goal against Paris Saint-Germain, he's running off towards their ultras, showing them the Club World Cup badge. Whenever we play Manchester United, he's got Mason Mount round the throat. Like he understands what Mason Mount's relationship with Chelsea fans is, and he leans into that. There are qualities to Enzo Fernandez, no doubt, but I'd 100% want him out of the club and 100% take the money.
Okay, Sean?
I totally agree. I do like him as a footballer, but his heart's not in it. And from the minute he started to tout himself around in terms of I want to play for Madrid, you know what? Guess what? Go. The player I want to see fit is Lavia. Now, when I don't think you remember between towards the end of December 2024, we almost went to the top of the league, and the reason why that is because Lavia was playing superbly. The one thing wrong with Lavia, when he injures an eyelash, he's out for about 6 months. So we need to keep him fit, and if we can keep him fit, when he was playing, we kept Fernandez wasn't even playing because they played. Casado at right back, and he was the main man running the show. And when we went to Spurs and we turned them over, right, he was the main reason.
Football fans all have stadiums we love, but do any of us have a pitch that we love? It might sound like an odd question, but pitches can be different sizes with big consequences. Why is that? And what are the actual rules? Back when association football started, pitches could be up to 100 metres wide and 200 metres long. That's longer than Ellen Road. Not the pitch, the stadium. Anyway, UEFA wanted a standard across Europe for international matches, which became 105 metres long and 68 metres wide. But some clubs had been rebels, not intentionally, but because of the stadiums. Take Highbury, for example. It was 5 metres shorter and a metre narrower, meaning away sides had a challenge to adjust. White Hart Lane was exactly the same. And actually, when Spurs temporarily moved to Wembley, they asked the FA to shorten the pitch. The FA, very offended by the sacrilegious suggestion, said no, which in fairness could have actually benefited Tottenham because when they moved into their shiny new stadium, the pitch was exactly the same size as Wembley's. Today, Forest pitch at the City Ground is a big one. It's 2 metres wider than any other pitch in the Premier League. But the smallest of all, Craven Cottage, just 100 metres long and 65 wide. No excuse for not tracking your man. There are a couple of crazy outliers in Europe too. At Napoli's home ground, the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona, the pitch is a whopping 110 metres long. At least they don't play on a slope like Newcastle do. There's a 2-metre incline on the pitch at St James's Park, and don't get me started on the old pitch at Yeovil too. It used to be a slant of 2 metres corner to corner and across the halfway line. So UEFA have their standards, so do the FA, but they do give pitches in England some wiggle room. Pitches can be anywhere between 90 and 120 metres long and between 45 and 90 metres wide. I mean, the rules state you can't have a square pitch, but in theory you could have one that's 91 metres long and 90 wide. Imagine rocking up to play a Sunday League game and the pitch is basically a square. So there are rules and regulations on sizes, with a UEFA standard that roughly everyone follows, but as we all know, size doesn't matter, does it?
Good morning, 7 minutes past 7 o'clock on talkSPORT Breakfast with me, Alan Brazil and Ally McCoist. And Arnold Clark's deal drop. Get the new car feeling without the new car price. Discover some of the biggest savings and find your next car today. Right. Chelsea co-owner Todd Bowley has held talks over selling his shares to majority owners Clearlake Capital. Clearlake owns 61.5% of the club. Todd Bowley owns 12.8%, but has recently held talks over selling his shares to Clearlake, who are led by Beddad Edbali. Now, despite countrywide criticism, Simon Jordan yesterday defended the American businessman.
I think that some of the press that was reported on was unfair and unkind. I think that that he makes things, he says things that are inconsistent. He could have made it conditional upon the board to stay there. It's a so-called intellectual capital that made Chelsea successful, whether it was Bruce Buck, whether it was Marina. All of these people could have been tied in as part of the sell. You need to stay for 12 months and make sure that we bed in. They didn't want them to stay, and they didn't want to stay either. And so with all that in mind, the change of ownership, the necessity to be involved in understanding what's going on, and make some of these comments that gets helicoptered up into the only reason they bought Cucurella was because Man City were interested.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a clumsy way of speaking, but it's a good reference point.
Yeah, that's what I like listening to Simon. When he talks about business side of it, you know,
he knows it
shares and shareholdings and options and stuff like that. You know, he knows all about that.
That's his gig, isn't it? Definitely.
Does Bowley deserve defending?
I think so. You know, I agree with what Simon said. I think he did a couple of things that left me scratching my head, and said a couple of things that left me scratching my head. But I definitely think he Chelsea's best interests at heart. But I think it'd be interesting to hear what the Chelsea fans have got to say about it. I don't think they'll be too disappointed in him selling the share.
Okay. Right, to give us more on this, let's bring in the owner and presenter of Chelsea Fan TV, Alex Harris. Alex, morning.
Good morning, Alex.
Oh, we just lost him, I think. We'll come back to that. It's an interest. A lot of people think Chelsea are going to do really well this year.
I think they'll do all right. I do, Alan. A wee bit like Man United last year. I think that the lack of games, if you know what I mean, will definitely help them. And it'll be interesting to see how United do with the opposite.
First game, go down to Fulham. Just walk down the Thames.
That's
Fulham's great. I remember playing there.
I love going to
the youth
Fulham.
team. Ipswich against Fulham in the Youth Cup or something.
Yeah.
Right by the Thames. Beautiful.
It's a great... It's a kind of... it's a kind of unique atmosphere in the top flight, isn't it?
Cottage and all that.
Beautiful. Beautiful. No, I must admit, I do enjoy going. Well, that's an interesting game, isn't it? And obviously, the other London, they're right. The Leeds Spurs are going to Brentford as well.
Yes. By the way, isn't that interesting? Tottenham, with all the struggles last year, a lot of people feel Tottenham could be top 5.
Well, it's amazing. What have they had, Alan? I'm sure they've had 2 17th finishes, place finishes. I mean, they have to improve. They will improve. But just how much they'll improve, I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
Can you see them top 5?
I think it's going to be difficult. I think City, Arsenal are still a bit better than anyone else.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
And then you've got a battle, haven't you? The next thing.
Liverpool.
Yeah, Man United.
Chelsea, Man United.
Chelsea.
Tottenham come in it.
Villa come in it. Newcastle. You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting this year because, one or two teams have lost top players.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Villa's the one I think, ooh.
Wow, look at Villa and Newcastle. I mentioned Newcastle again. Be interesting to see. Obviously, fantastic supports, the two of them. I was over and watched that Super Cup, and you're right. One of the boys messaged in there, and he was 100% right. He said, don't get carried away with the result, because PSG, generally speaking, start the season a bit slow and peak later on. There's definitely an element of truth in that. But I was impressed with Villa against PSG, I really was.
That's going to be interesting. By the way, up in Scotland, Rangers, I'm not rubbing it in, but shocking start.
Terrible start.
They've drawn Celtic in the Cup a week before you go to Parkhead.
I know, it's incredible, isn't it?
So this could be a resurgence, or it could be season over.
That's what Jeff asked me. He said, is it a good draw or a bad draw? And I said, it's a far better draw than going to Celtic. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You if you're playing Celtic in an Old Firm game in the Cup.
Just quickly, because I want to talk Chelsea, the boy up front, who, right? I think it's who you spell it.
I like him.
He's going to get goals in.
I like him, mate.
He is going to get goals. He knows exactly where to be in
You're
the
right,
box.
mate. You're right.
He's a typical centre forward goal scorer.
He worries me a bit, Paul.
Good. Now, right, what about Chelsea? Back to Chelsea. Alex is back. Hi, Alex. Sorry about that.
How are you, mate?
Morning, guys. I got kicked out straight away. I don't know what happened.
No, we lost the connection, mate. Sorry.
Alex, did I get that right? I mean, Todd Bowley did his best, but I don't think Chelsea would be too disappointed. The Chelsea fans would be too disappointed. Is that fair or is it wrong in your opinion?
I think Bowley deserves just as much criticism as Barley in terms of why we had a tough period when he first come in. If Bowley had just waited it out a little bit longer, not spent as much money, thought about what he was doing and got professionals to actually, implement his strategy, but in a way that means you're not going to spend $2 billion as quickly as we did, then I think that we would be in a much more stable situation financially. Because right now the club's financial situation is a disgrace. That doesn't change. We've had a good window, but that doesn't change the fact that we owe a lot of money to the banks and the club is in debt.
And yet, Alex, you hear Liverpool's valuation, don't you? Which is frightening. These American business people really see the value in owning a Premiership, a top club.
It's true. The problem that we have, though, is we don't actually have a big stadium either. So, in terms of expanding and match day revenue, that's not really an area for them to expand a lot. I mean, you could probably fit an extra 20,000 seats, but it's so expensive to build in West London.
Yeah, I
don't think Clear Lake want to do it. I mean, they've never been interested. Although Bowley wanted to go to Earl's Court, and it seems like that's where one of the areas the ownership was divided. But just in terms of actually selling the shares, guys, this isn't to do with Bowley. This is all about Mark Walter, who's Todd Bowley's business partner. So he's being investigated by the US Department of Justice over about 21 billion in loans, which apparently haven't been disclosed to state insurance regulators. And so what Mark Walters had to do is sell a lot of his assets. And one of them is the Los Angeles Lakers, which is a massive basketball team. He bought it for 10 billion and he made 2.5 billion when he sold it. So just after a year, he's done very well. And he wants to get about double his money back for Chelsea. And I think Bowley's in the same boat. So they paid about £325 million for their shares 4 years ago. So really they're looking at around 650 if they're going to double their money. But I don't think that's going to happen because that would value Chelsea at $5 billion. And as far as I'm aware, I don't remember Chelsea getting better over the last 4 years. If anything, we've got worse. And we've been losing money all the time. So
just
where
a quick
that
one on that,
valuation
Alex.
comes from.
Just a quick one on that, mate. You'll be optimistic, I would think, for next season, you know?
Oh, I have to say, I'm feeling a lot better. I mean, there's no doubt about that. The business has been good. You know, we've gone down the route of signing ready-made established players, experience. I mean, it's extreme, isn't it? But sometimes when you've been so extreme in one sense, you have to reverse that by going the other way. And so people might not like Welbeck or Jordan Henderson or when we were linked to players like Xhaka. But, you know, we've been signing players I've never heard of, 16-year-olds from Brazil. Like Andre Santos, we sold him for 50 million. We signed him when he was about 17. Esteval, we confirmed that signing when he was about 16, 17, and he came a few years later. And, you know, that way of doing things, we were open to it under the basis that we would mix youth with experience, and we never did that. And so now hopefully we've just woken up to the fact that we're not special, we're not unique, we're like any other team that needs experience and should value that. And I'm glad that we've gone down the route that we have.
Brilliant. Alex, I'm going to have to break there. Thank you.
Thanks, Alex. All the best.
Pleasure, guys.
Chelsea. It's amazing, isn't it? You know, if Todd Bowley sells
the value,
the profit he makes.
Incredible.
You can't look.
Incredible.
Unless he's a mad Chelsea fan, you can't blame him, can you? Okay, still to come on talkSPORT. Coming up, Frank Warren boxing and Lewis Cook from Bournemouth. 7:15.
I put it on silent and plane mode the whole time I was on holiday.
Good lad. I did
time.
message you and you pied me.
Well,
I was like, it's fine.
Well, I didn't get it.
Fine.
I didn't get the message.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm back now, right?
Yeah.
And I got a little surprise for you.
Oh, you got me a present.
I've got you a little prize.
What you got me?
I've got you.
What you got me? Ah! He's got me a Jason Cundy Tottenham shirt.
There you go, mate. You wanted one.
Is this official your shirt?
That's the official, right?
This is a match-worn shirt.
It's a match, well, probably match on the bench.
That's amazing.
I've got a little Sharpie here, mate, and I'm going to sign it in the break.
I want you to sign it. We have to come up with something. What are we going to put on it?
You know, dear numbnuts.
And that's amazing. Thank you, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
It's in my mum and dad's house.
That's so good.
There you
That's
go.
fully fledged. This is proper Premier League.
Yeah.
That's
there you go, mate.
Thank you, mate.
That's
That's
all
going
right,
to go
see?
up on the wall.
Is it?
I didn't get you anything.
That's all right.
So sorry. I didn't think we were exchanging presents.
Well, no, it's fine. You asked. You did say to me, if I find one, can I have it? And there you go, mate.
You found it. Well done.
Found it, mate.
That's so good.
There you go.
Fits as well. Fits.
Excellent.
I love the old shirts because they're all massive.
Yeah.
So I can get that on.
Do you want me to sign it? You're going to stick it on your wall? You're going to.
Yeah. Of course I want you.
When Spurs play, you might wear it, Jay.
No. Yeah. What's number 26?
No, I got bumped out, didn't I? Jurgen Klinsmann took me 18.
Yeah, and that's Ledley King's number as well, isn't it? Like, literally, Cundy's the worst player to wear number 26 for Spurs. What the hell is going on? This is literally Premier League football drama at its absolute best.
Oh
my Gabrielle!
I can't watch this. Definitely saw it next.
Messi!
No!
Guys, come on! Get in it!
What was that?
You see this crap every single game in the Premier League.
Oh, this is
No goal.
That was embarrassing.
Okay, 7:20. Brazil and Ally McCoist. Yes, the unmistakable theme song of the royal family. But why are we playing it this morning? Well, there's quite a brilliant image of Sunderland legend Kevin Phillips going round, where he's sporting a new look. One that looks a bit like the brilliant Jim Royal from the royal family, as you'll be able to see on the screen now if you're watching.
I've never seen that.
What?
He looks unbelievable to me, man, doesn't he?
That is not him.
That is him. I think he looks well.
Nah, that's not him.
There's a bit of Ricky Tomlinson about him there, right enough.
No, I was going to say something like Planet of the Apes. Funny. That can't be right. That cannot be right. Huh?
I'm sure he'd be thrilled with that.
Tell him, look. Ali, quickly, how will your former club Sunderland get on this season? Will they struggle with Europe?
I don't know. I hope not, clearly. That's my team. So I just think brilliant season last season. I mean, they were fantastic. What a breath of fresh air. I remember I saw them at Chelsea right at the start of the season.
I'm watching them. It's Sunderland.
I know. I think they'll be fine. Whether the squad is big enough and strong enough, time will tell, because it will. It's a big ask. Clearly, it's a big ask. I'm not sure they'll perform as well in the league as we did last season, just with the number of games. But you never know. Last season was remarkable. It was brilliant.
Yeah. By the way, you're just talking about players. We were talking about Troy Parrott earlier. What would Kevin be worth now, goal scorer?
Brilliant finisher.
Great finisher.
He had a great period with Big Quinny, didn't he, two of them? Yeah.
Oh, he could finish, definitely.
You better believe it.
Right, time now for some lighter stories in our next coffee break.
The Costa Coffee Break on talkSPORT, sponsored by Costa Express. Ground beans, fresh milk, real signature taste.
I've got news for you.
You're not a big lump, are you? You know,
No, thank you for that.
Right. Katie is back.
The not so big lump is back, and we're taking a look at the front pages because this story is going to make. I've got a little task for both of you.
You realise that's a compliment. He's meant.
I think that was a really nice compliment.
That's a compliment. Yeah.
What are you laughing at then?
I'm loving it.
It'd be different if I was a big lump.
I don't think you'd have mentioned that. No, I don't think you'd have mentioned that.
No,
he was fairly confident in "you're not a big lump" as the compliment.
You could have said you're slim or anything like that.
Oh,
but no, I'll take not a big lump. So this story in the front pages is Britain's most mispronounced words.
Oh, brilliant.
So I have got Brit folk make a meal of their words. So they've listed
This is going to be good.
the 10 words that are mispronounced. So, Alan Brazil, those are your 10 words. I'm going to run through them.
Way, man.
And Ali McCoist, those. So we'll start with number 1. Ali, how do you say that word? These are all the list of the 10 most mispronounced words in the UK.
Chai.
Alan?
What? That first one?
Number 1.
Oh, I wouldn't have a clue. I've never seen a word like that. Aki.
That is incorrect, both of you. It is acai.
So it's A-C-A-I. How you mean? What language is that?
Acai, it's actually from Brazil, the little fruit.
All right. Oh, gosh, should have known that, shouldn't I?
What is number 2?
That's just got to be Seg.
Segu.
Both wrong again. Segway.
Is that Segway? I've been on one of them.
Oh, yeah, I should have got that.
Segway.
I should have got that.
Segu.
No, you're talking about seeing it square, the subway.
I've got the next one, so I'm letting him go first.
Okay, Alan, number 3.
Oh, I should know this. Charcuterie.
Yes. That's that.
Okay, 2 correct.
Yes.
Okay, 1 on the board for both of you. This is going well so far. Number 4.
Is this next one a vegetable? No?
Yes.
Quinoa.
Say it with more confidence.
Quinoa.
Alan?
I'll go quinoa.
Both wrong. Quinoa.
Quinoa.
God.
This is a good one. On you go.
So this research is wrong.
Gnocchi.
Yes.
Okay, you're both confident about gnocchi. Yeah. That is correct.
I don't like it, by the way, gnocchi.
Do you not?
No.
quite
I like
like
pasta, but I don't like gnocchi.
I'm with you.
Don't like it.
I don't fancy gnocchi much.
No.
You wouldn't order it on a menu? Oh, I do.
Is it kind of too gooey? Would that be right? No.
Stodgy.
Gooey.
Yeah,
Stodgy.
Stodgy, not gooey.
Yeah. That's the
Stodgy.
word, stodgy. That's the word. That was
For a big lump over here.
Aye.
Yeah. Or not so
done,
big
not
lump.
big.
Sorry.
Next one.
Sorry. Where are we up to? Number 5? 6.
That's easy. That's easy.
That's Worcester sauce, isn't it? It's Worcester.
Yeah, but Worcestershire.
Well,
Or Worcester sauce, I suppose.
I'd say. Well, it looks like Worcestershire, doesn't it? But I'd say Worcester.
Got to be Worcestershire.
And that is the correct answer. Well done. So, Sim's keeping across the scores on the doors.
Right, on you go.
Well, I know it's.
I love how you
How
always
did I
say
get go
you
the first ones, the bad, the hard ones? Chipotle.
I'm going for Chipotle.
Both wrong. Chipotle.
What?
Oh,
Alan, what did you say?
I can't remember. What's that?
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
No, I didn't say Chipotle.
You did.
Yes,
No, I
you did.
didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I
Chipotle.
Number 8.
Chipotle, I said.
Number
Chipotle.
8's easy.
Phenomenum. Phenomenum.
Say that again.
Phenomenum. That's
Phenom-
right.
Phenomenon.
Yeah.
But it sounds different coming from
You'd
Alan.
an M in. You'd put an M in
No,
at the
didn't
end.
he?
Try it again.
Phenomenon.
Phenomenum. Right, next one.
Phenomenon.
So hang on, did you say it?
Phenomenon.
Yeah, okay, so Ali got that one. Alan, unfortunately not right. You put so many M's in there.
On you go.
Phenomenum.
There's not an M at the end.
Phenomenon. Yeah, phenomenum. Hyperbole.
No. Hyperbole.
Correct, Ali McCoist. Alan again?
Yeah. What is this gift?
Oh, you got it.
That's it.
That's it. GIF.
That's
It's the final one.
Things in the phone.
Yeah, what does that mean though, GIF?
I don't know, but it's the wee things in the phone, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a GIF. It's like an image that you can make for social media.
No, they're good. They're good wee things. You can put if you.
Alan, there's been plenty of GIFs of you, I'm sure.
I mean, for example, you're sending somebody a message and you're saying, I'm really excited about tonight. You can send them a GIF with somebody going like that, dead excited.
Just like that. I think we've made plenty of gifts of you from Christmas when we were playing all those songs. So Ali McCoy said, think you won that. But that just goes to show how many of these words none of us can pronounce.
Words you use every day.
Phenomenon.
That one I give.
Phenomenon you could use.
Phenomenon.
You got there.
Yeah. It's just, it's just the way you speak, innit?
It's agony watching you say phenomenon.
If I was talking quick, I'd do it all right, And
Quinoa is normally the one that trips up most
I wouldn't
people.
know that.
I'll never get up.
No.
That was poor. That was good. I enjoyed that.
Oh, did you? I'm sure you did. Yes. You're in a giggly mood. You were the same yesterday.
I know. I'm
giggling
excited
away.
to see you back. I've been excited. I'm excited to
The
see
phenomenon that is Alan Brazil is back.
I swear that I can't say that. Phenomenon. Let's say it quickly. Phenomenon. There you go.
It just says...
Eddie, what's happening with these lights, Ed?
Oh, that was phenomenal, wasn't it?
Unbelievable, isn't it?
I know they keep coming up. Why is that?
I don't know. Right, coming up. I'm going to break in time for a change. Right. That was all thanks to our friends at Costa Express. Bit of my glasses on. Mate, do you know what? Since I've taken all these pills, my eyes have gone now. Really. Coming up, is Ali all right with Turkey trying to take the Premier League's biggest stars? Now, I've been thinking about this as well.
Yeah.
Where are they getting the money from? It's a big country, but they're spending fortunes on our players from England.
but
aren't
they've
they?
got a lot of money over there, haven't they? They got a lot of money.
You get paid though.
Well, that was the thing, because there was a period, wasn't there? A lot of the boys who went to Turkey weren't getting paid.
Like China as well. They went to China
and they
got
had to
paid.
take their cases to was it UEFA and FIFA and things like that.
Yeah. Still, some big clubs, well supported. Well, Graham will tell you that, won't he, Graham?
Galatasaray, Fenerbahce.
Dean
Besiktas.
Saunders will tell you.
Yeah.
He said phenomenal, fantastic, phenomenal. 7:30.
The Costa Coffee Break on talkSPORT, sponsored by Costa Express. Ground beans, fresh milk, real signature taste.
Crookie, what? But I know Chelsea had a deadline for Fernandes, but it looks like Rodri's obviously on his way to Spain, Barcelona. I think he's going over there today. Would they go back in? It seems common sense, and particularly after watching that yesterday, would they go back to Chelsea, do you think, City?
I think it's almost nailed on that they're going to chance their arm there. Rodri deal was agreed overnight, £65 million, which is always the magic number. As far as Manchester City are concerned, he's agreed a 4-year deal. They're going to sell to Gianni Reinders as well. Those transfer fees combined will be enough to match Chelsea's £120 million asking price for Enzo Fernandez. Now, obviously, sources telling us on Friday that the 5 o'clock deadline had passed. No written bids have been received. Therefore, Enzo Fernandez would stay a Chelsea player. I'm not convinced that was as hard a deadline as maybe it's being made out.
What about Jamie Vardy, Crookie? We're reading reports that he's had an offer from Brazil.
Well, that doesn't surprise me because Jamie Vardy still looks in top physical condition. Obviously did pretty well in his stint over in Italy. I think he'd prefer a return to English football, if I'm honest, but I wouldn't totally rule out a move to Brazil. Who knows, that might be the next chapter of the documentary that I've just started watching about his incredible career. But he's certainly got no shortage of interest. Sheffield Wednesday, his boyhood club, have chanced their arm, but I think financially that's quite a difficult deal for the Owls to do.
Every spring, sports fans in Europe come together to celebrate arguably rugby's biggest annual tournament, the Six Nations. But why is it the home nations, plus France and Italy, and no one else? It all started back in 1871 when Scotland beat England in the very first international rugby match. A few years later, when they could field a team, Wales decided they'd host England and an idea was thought up. With Ireland keen, they formed the Home International Championship, which ran from 1883. In 1910, France was allowed to join, as they were developing into a serious rugby nation, and thus the Five Nations was born. France had an interesting history with the championship. They were actually booted out for paying their players in 1931, when the home nations were keen to keep it amateur. After World War II, though, France were let back in, but it remained a closed shop for more than 50 years. And when another country was let in, it was only really because the Five Nations hand had been forced. Italy was developing into a serious contender, beating Scotland, France and Ireland twice in the same year, meaning in 1999 officials got together and said yes to Italy and it became the Six Nations. So what changes, if any, come next? 7 nations? 8? A promotion and relegation system? Or should we leave it alone and let it remain the great rugby tradition it's become?
Okay, 25 minutes to 8 o'clock on the Sports Breakfast on talkSPORT with me, Alan Brazil, and Ali, Super Ali McCoist and Arnold Clark. It's a perfect time to upgrade your car. Get 2 years free servicing when you buy a used car in the upgrade event. Check it out online. The episode of the talkSPORT Daily Podcast is out now. Angelina Kelly and European football expert Kev Hatchard pick out 10 summer signings you need to know about and assess which new arrivals could make the biggest impact this season. Elsewhere, referee chief Howard Webb spoke to Alex Crook at yesterday's Premier League launch and discussed VAR's new powers regarding the yellow cards.
Yeah, that's true. For the first time, VAR can look at second yellow cards. Previously, it was only direct red cards. If the VAR looks at a second yellow card and sees that it's clearly wrong, then they'll ask the referee to go and look at the screen and make a judgment in the circumstances where a judgment needs to be made. Sometimes, for example, it could be that, for example, a ball's played forward to an attacker who's away down the wing, and a defender pulls that player, gets a second yellow card for stopping that attack, but that player who was pulled back was offside in the attacking phase, and therefore you wouldn't need to go to the screen for that. It's a factual matter of offside, but that second yellow card can't exist because the player was offside when they were getting pulled back. So there's sometimes you won't go to the screen. We're always trying to make it as quick as we can, as efficient as we can, and that's an example of how we try to do that without sending the referee to the screen unnecessarily. But I think it's a good move. I think, it's an injustice for a player to be sent off wrongly, whether it's by a direct red card or a second yellow, and therefore this is a good change. But don't forget, it's only clearly wrong second yellow cards. And yellow cards are used for a whole range of things, and some of those things sit within that grey zone, which exists in football. It does, and it might be a judgment call, and therefore the VAR will stay out of it when it's not clear.
Talk about that, Ali. As I said earlier, I hate VAR. The Celtic penalty last week, wasn't it? The penalty when the players looking the wrong way. For me, that's a penalty. When he's not looking at the ball and he's got two hands, I know, and the Celtic player goes down, that's a penalty for me.
Well, that's one of the things they're going to clamp down on this season, And it'd be interesting because Arsenal were brilliant last season at set plays.
Yeah.
They were fantastic. Scored more set plays, particularly corners, than any other team. And we were talking about it. I think it will definitely help attacking teams, as it should. And if defenders are not allowed to hold, which they shouldn't be allowed to do, it'll make like
set pieces are right.
It'll make like
joke, isn't it?
Well, I mean, you remember back in the day, particularly when we were playing the Italian boys and things like that.
Holding you,
pulling your jersey, you couldn't get moving at all. So I think that's a good thing, clearly.
Just on fun enough, I just did a text there from wee Blue Nose Joe. I don't know if you've met. I think you met him, wee Joe. He said, that's 2 old firm games we've got to watch. In Lynx Bar, my little bar up in Marbella, up in the hills.
Brilliant.
And he said, we'll watch the Old Firm game, the first one. Now there's 2, of course, that's the week before.
Following one after the other. Come early.
Last time I was there, Celtic were 2 up and lost 3-2. Was that the last minute goal? Remember at Parkhead?
Igamani scored.
Yeah. We smashed one in.
I think Rangers 2-0 up, going back to 2 each, and Igamani scored, smashed it in. 3-2.
Yeah, that was it. That was it. Sorry, you're right. That was it. Oh God, he was running in the bar going.
Was he?
He was on the Rangers supporter in there. He was going mental. Right, coming up 20 minutes to 8 o'clock. Right, it's time for a bit of this.
Ali, are you okay?
Are you okay, Ali?
Ali, are you okay?
Ali, you okay?
Ali, you okay?
You've been hit by.
You've been struck by
Alan Brazil. Oh, for God's sake.
Are you okay?
What is going on here? This is a brand new feature. Ali, are you okay? We put you, Alan McCoist, under the spotlight with the most pressing footballing stories and see if you're okay with them. Right, here we go. Have you been cheating?
No.
You had a look.
I've not.
Right, the Chunk and Jace, right, O'Hara and Cundy were on the sports bar last night discussing Bruno Fernandes' potential move to Galatasaray. Have a listen.
I don't get that.
What do you mean?
I don't. Okay, why is he going? Listen, if he's going to treble his wage, I can understand why he's had his head turned. If that's the case, Galatasaray treble his wages from Man United.
Turkey's spending a few quid. I don't know. All of a sudden, they're trying to sign some big players. They've got some big players over there already. They've obviously got some money, these clubs all of a sudden, and it looks like they're trying to, attract some of the big stars. Why would he not? Look, I know Galatasaray are not Man United, I get it, but they're still a big club.
They are a big club, but they're not Man United.
I'm with Jace.
It's all about money.
Of course it is, but
it's all about money.
I don't think there's any chance of that happening. I might be proven wrong, but there is no way that Fernandes is going to Galatasaray and leaving Manchester United.
Let me take
do you know what I think? It smells a little bit of an agent throwing something in to try and get a better deal.
Absolutely. So go back to your day, Ali. You know, the money, well, at Rangers, the money was nowhere near as good as what it was for a top Premier club.
Yes.
Yeah, was it?
Yes.
Would you have taken, let's say they said, we'll give you 10 times your money, right? You're Rangers through and through, you're centre forward, you're scoring goals. In comes a Saudi club with 10 times more money. What would you do? Be honest, could you do that? Uproot your family to Saudi Arabia? I know it's a bit different now.
Well, the answer to the question is, it would massively depend on what stage of your career you're at, Al. I think. What upset you and me was all the boys going to Saudi and saying they were going to improve the league and going to do this and going to do that, going to do the next thing. Just be honest about it. You're going for the cash.
Yeah, I've just got to go to Switzerland first to sort something out before I go to Saudi.
Do you know what I mean? So I don't have a problem with it at all. As long as you're honest about it and just say what you're doing.
So that's a chance of a lifetime.
But where I am, but where I do personally have a little bit of a problem with it when they're going at probably the peaks of their career or even before the peak of their career.
Salah, right? He was brilliant for Liverpool, wasn't he?
Fantastic.
I was disappointed when he went to Turkey, if I'm not being honest. I thought he had a little bit more. Well,
I'm not sure. I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
I think it was the right time for him to go.
To leave Liverpool, yeah, but it's where he went, and I'm like...
Yeah, but sometimes I get it. He probably didn't want to go to another English club.
America.
I get that. I totally get it for a lifestyle, complete lifestyle change. I mean, you're going to get it in Saudi Arabia. You're going to get a lifestyle change, but you're not going to go there for the lifestyle. No. You're going to go to America for the lifestyle change. You're going to go to Saudi Arabia for the money. You're going to go to Turkey for the money.
Yeah.
You're not going to better yourself as a player going to Saudi Arabia, I don't think, or Turkey, really. If you're playing first team football with Liverpool or Villa or whoever it may be, you're not going to bet. You're certainly not going to a better league. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't have a problem with them doing it for financial security for not just their own family, from everybody's. You know what I mean? It goes generations down.
Right. Yesterday. Show, a White and Jordan, an Everton fan called in and was calling for Everton to sack Davy Moyes, Ali. I don't get it, me.
No.
I don't get it. I'm sorry.
Not a day.
Everywhere Davy goes, he does a good job.
Agreed.
What do you expect? Like, don't get me wrong, Everton's a fantastic old, big club with a massive following.
New stadium.
Massive following.
Yeah. A brilliant club. And it was it's sad, the right word. Yeah, a touch of sadness when they left Goodison, because the old lady at Goodison, what a stadium. Fantastic. But time stands still for no man. They've got a new Hill Dickinson.
The atmosphere there, Ali. Incredible. We went there with Ipswich, beat them 4-0 at Goodison, and they were hurling the cushions at the players as they went off, and they applauded us. They applauded us off the pitch.
Yeah.
We went back there a few weeks later in the cup, and they beat us, and the noise was unbelievable. Brilliant.
I don't have a problem at all with managers being under pressure, because it goes with the territory. I think we know that. We accept that. And the one thing managers are not given at any level nowadays is time. However, come on, I think Moyes did a great job. And I know I'm slightly biased because I played with him and he's my pal, but...
Do you think he was offered to Scotland?
I don't think he'd have taken it.
No.
I think he might somewhere down the line.
Yeah. But not at this moment.
Yeah, would you agree with that?
Yeah, because I think you're on hiding to nothing with the Scotland job, to be honest. It's a great honour. But where's the kids? I keep going on about where's the kids coming through? Where's these fantastic kids that used to light up the Premiership?
No, I get it.
They're not there now.
They're not. But at the same time, you could maybe look at the Scotland job right now and say it is a good time to get it, in the respect that you've got a wonderful chance of qualification for the next Euros, which are at home. I don't know how it works. I think the top two, well, if you qualify through the League Six, you qualify anyway, and then the next one, I think, can qualify if they get the best record. I don't know exactly how it operates, but your chances of qualification are very, very good. So I don't mind the way Scotland have done this. I really don't. I don't know an awful lot about the new man. I don't.
No.
About Union Saint-Gilloise and Monaco and all that stuff. But I think we've just got to get, you got to get behind them.
Not smell a bit of Bertie Vogts?
No, I don't think it does at all.
Okay.
I think everybody knew Bertie Vogts, and I think everybody kind of knew, had a rough idea of what you were getting. Didn't really work out. I get all that. But I think this fella's clearly, I think, a far lesser known entity than Bertie was. And that's not to say that it's not going to succeed. So everybody will get behind them.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Just gone 7:45. Still to come on breakfast.
Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Spend £100 or more in-store or online as a trade account holder and you could win a brand new Ford Ranger. T's and C's apply.
Bournemouth coming forward, gets the cross in, and the header's in from Lewis Cock. Bournemouth have stolen a point.
Yes, that man there, Bournemouth midfielder Lewis Cook, will join us to reveal all about the new season and the new manager, Marco Rose. We'll get the latest on this man ahead of his latest fight.
No mention of the young boy Moses. I love him, by the way. Whoa.
This guy is so light and his feet and so quick. He's like a young Tyson. Tell me, Dave, you must be impressed with this young kid, Moses. Every time I see him, I'm like, whoa, who is this kid?
Yeah, we'll hear from Queensbury Chairman Frank Warren with all the latest. That was our breakfast preview with Travis Perkins.
Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Want to win a brand new Ford Ranger? Just spend £100 or more using your Travis Perkins trade account to enter into the draw. T's and C's apply.
Joe, very satisfying. Bit of a statement. Just remember, it's only a glorified friendly.
First of all, I want to say a big good morning to the talkSPORT listeners. It's a fantastic Monday morning, isn't it? It is for sure. Listen, guys, Jeff, Ali, who's going to beat us this season? You tell me. Who is going to take over in the city of London? Who?
On that evidence, nobody.
Nobody.
Right. But
Chelsea.
I think Chelsea will get...
It's premature, Jeff. It's premature.
It's premature. You're saying who's going to beat us?
We've won the trophy available to win.
Yeah.
We've done it.
It's difficult for you guys not to get carried away after that. But at the same time, I wouldn't be overly worried about Manchester City's performance. Although, with the gulf in that particular game, I would be slightly concerned.
Ali, I have to add, it is time to get excited. It's time to get super excited because I don't think there's a time in the league where it's been more open for us to dominate. I mean, if you look at Liverpool, Areola, we don't know what he's going to do. You're talking about Alonso. We're raving about a manager and you've seen the ins and outs of Chelsea. It's not even stable there yet. I've just seen recently that Nicholas Jackson, who's been one of their best players in the pre-season, he's in the bomb squad with Liam Delap. You turn around, you look at Man City, it's looking shaky. You look at Aston Villa. There's no point you getting me in the morning with Gabby anymore. There's no point. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing, Gabby. I'm not going to see you again, mate. We're that far gone.
What the hell is going on? This is literally Premier League football drama at its absolute best.
Oh
my Gabrielle!
I can't watch this. He's definitely scoring this.
Listen!
No!
Guys! Come on! Get in it!
What was that?
You see this crap every single game in the Premier League!
Oh, this is...
No goal.
That was embarrassing.
morning, 7:51 on talkSPORT. talkSPORT Breakfast with me, Alan Brazil and Ally McCoist. Ally, before I get stuck into Wednesday morning, what do you make of Engels leaving Celtic?
Oh, great money. Great money.
I thought it was a good
definitely.
sale. I thought take it. And
100%.
I hope I'm not being wrong on Engels, but for me, he was all right. No better than all right.
I thought I would go along with that, but I thought scored some important goals. You know, I think it ended up penalty. There was no penalty taken at Celtic. But that said all that, great money for him.
Yeah,
got to take it. And just what we're also talking about, Celtic look as though they've signed a couple of good ones.
Oh, I think the boy on the right hand side whips great balls and he's lively. And I think the centre forward, without going over the top, you know, he's not a Larson.
No,
but he knows where to go in the box.
He looks like an out and out finisher, doesn't he?
Yeah. He'll get in there, and I think he's one of them, Ali, and he's proved it already. If he misses a few chances, he goes back in again.
Is the boy Hassan? They said the Egyptian lad who he went in that unbelievable run when that goal got disallowed against Argentina for Ipswich.
I think Martin Riley had something to do with that.
Yeah,
I think so. I think he might have something.
Good lad, Martin.
Yeah,
it's real Lenny's pal.
Big Celtic man. Right, here we go. What do we know this Wednesday morning? England captain Joe Root has insisted he is a different person now as he prepares to take on Pakistan in the first Test match. It starts today, by the way. You watch. Rain stops play. You watch. It's unbelievable, isn't it? We haven't had rain for how long? Since being re-elected. He last captained full-time back in 2021, where they won just one of 17 tests. That's remarkable, which led to him stepping down after Rodri, now back to football. Can you believe that? 1 in 17 tests? I didn't think it was that bad. Right, football after Rodri completed his move to Barca.
I can't believe that either.
Sure that's right, Ed? You're our cricket star. You sure that's right?
Unbelievable. Your last camp full-time 2021, where they won just 1 of 17 tests?
Nah, man, we were double-checking that. Sorry, double-checking
We need that checked.
Right, football. Rodri completing his move to Barca. What a move. It's understood that City might turn to Palace's Adam Wharton, good player, to replace him. The price is unclear, but it's understood Palace would want a similar price to Elliot Anderson. And strong reports have emerged overnight linking Harry Kane to Saudi Arabia. I'm not having this. Kane has just a year left of his contract at Bayern, but renewal talks have started. By the way, just on Harry, remember when he first went there? Don't know if you remember this, Sally. There was reports from James. He drifts in and out of games. He doesn't, in the big games, he doesn't.
Different class.
Unbelievable now.
Ridiculous.
Unbelievable. Just a year to go. What a position to be in.
Absolutely different class. I know we're going to talk about him. I wouldn't rule him out signing another contract there.
Yeah, I think he wants to be honest. I think he does. For more on this, we can bring in German football expert. A very good morning to Raf Honigstein. Raf, morning.
Raf, very good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, Raf? You okay?
I'm very well. How are you?
Very well, mate. Very well.
Raf, Ali and I are both. He's not going to Saudi Arabia. Is this just? Is this agents talking again that he wants a bumper contract to stay at Bayern?
I don't think he needs any Saudi Arabia rumours to get a bumper contract at Bayern. Yeah. He will get one. They have opened negotiations a while ago. Bayern are very confident that this can be done. They are really putting a lot of time and effort in promoting the fact he's getting the golden boot, the golden shoe, as maybe a prelude to winning the Ballon d'Or. There's a lot of media plans, so I think all the noises, all the stuff between the lines suggests that this is pretty far along, and I'd be very surprised if he doesn't sign a new contract there.
Oh, I'm with you. I'm with you entirely, Raf. Tell me, has it been a little bit of a surprise? We always knew his talent in terms of his goal scoring, but has it been a little bit of a surprise to anybody just how good that goal return has been?
I don't think the goal return has been a surprise, but I think his overall class and performance have even caught his admirers, or people have seen a lot of him by surprise. And I would include myself in that. Mm-hmm. I've seen a lot of him at Spurs, but at Spurs sometimes he didn't get many touches. At Bayern it's a completely different game. He's allowed to be so much of a footballer. And that kind of passing that we've talked about on the show many times, that you can see on the highlights that you would have seen in the Champions League, the kind of leadership, the kind of sort of professionalism that he's showed, the complete package, I think, has exceeded everyone's expectations, and that's why people have him such high regards. It's not just the goals; the goals is just a starting point, but there's so much on top of that.
And I would imagine as well, Raf, listen, I've been there, but only for several hours. Munich is a beautiful part of the world for Harry's family to grow up in. Absolutely stunning down there.
He's very happy because it is the best of both worlds. It has all the trappings, if you will, and the abilities to have a great life with the skiing, with the lakes, with all the right golfing possibilities. It's very green, it's very safe, but also it affords him a degree of, I don't want to say anonymity, but at least kind of peace, because people in Munich, they're quite polite, and he is not a Schweinsteiger or Lahm, like a local hero that's, is going to be watched all the time and approached all the time. They will leave you alone. And I think for somebody like him, that is an absolute wonderful position to be in. It's another big reason why Bayern are very confident that he wants to prolong this.
Ralph, just a quick one, mate. Tell us a little bit what you know about the rather concerning story, I would say, about Musiala.
Yeah, so Jamal Musiala, for those who haven't seen the story, twice looked as if he fainted over the last couple of days in games. After a few minutes on the pitch. The first time, the official explanation was there was a heat stroke. Second time, I think everyone realized that this was no longer enough as an explanation for somebody who's a professional athlete. And Jamal Musiala himself came out with a lengthy statement on Instagram explaining that is a form of a seizure that he's been having. It's temporary, so they're small, sort of very short moments where he kind of loses consciousness, but they're not, in his words, not really life-threatening, and he's lived with it for a long time, or at least has learned how to deal with it. He's asked for privacy, and of course we have to respect that. The doctors have let him play because they don't see a connection and they don't see any danger to him playing. But of course, we have to watch. If this continues, then it's hard to see him play, because you can't have this on the football pitch. So hopefully this can be treatable, and he's well on his way to recovery there.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. Just a quickie, Ralph. What about Germany? The European Championships to come. Can we see an improvement in the German national side? Because I missed that, to be honest.
2 words, Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah.
I think we'll be better. I think we'll be much better.
We talk about big boys,
yeah.
they're not there. Italy, another one. We want to see Italy back.
The decline in Italy has been absolutely remarkable, but I think Raf's spot on. I think we're different under Klopp.
Yeah. Raf, listen, brilliant.
Raf, good to talk to you, mate.
Speak later. Thank you.
Take care.
Raf Honigstein there. Yeah, you're dead right, Ali. Yeah. Of course, Jurgen back in. It's great, isn't it?
Brilliant.
Right, coming up, can we really go through another season with 115 charges hanging over Manchester City? And we'll talk boxing as well. Coming up to 8 o'clock.
VAR, as we know, there have been so many mistakes, so many errors with VAR.
Who let hammer
alone without VAR?
The fact of the matter is, getting back to your point, you can't
so many more decisions right than wrong.
But you cannot have VAR for no matter what game it is within the same tournament. You can't have it for one game and not have it for others.
Right.
It's as simple as that.
EFL fans, okay. White and Jordan coming up, swamp them. Swamp them with text telling them that you do not want VAR in the EFL.
Okay? And should they want it in the Championship playoff final because they've got it?
You can't have it if you've not had it in the tournament before.
But they have it. They use it.
They shouldn't. They shouldn't use it in the championship playoff final.
If it's used
the most lucrative game in football.
If it's used in...
If you two had your way, in that game with no VAR, a dodgy goal could send the wrong team up.
Correct, because that's
Jim,
life.
That's fine.
Jim, you know what?
I don't think it's good, but it's life.
So you two are happy to support a flawed system.
There is not one...
But it's a flawed system if you have VAR in it, but not have it for the rest of the
And
tournament.
there is not one football fan out there who cares that it's the most lucrative game in football. All they care about seeing their team win.
They do.
And get no,
they like the money
don't.
that comes with
the
it.
Football. No, fans don't care.
This
fans
is
want to see their team
unbelievable.
promoted. That's all they care about. No fan goes
Why
to
do you
Wembley and
two
think,
not see
oh
the
my
logic
goodness,
here?"
think of the money we can make out of this. Of course they don't.
All right.
People, football
There's
fans...
a winning goal, winning off his fist, but who cares?
Football fans, generally speaking, Jim, will more than accept honest mistakes.
What football ground are you thinking of when someone says this?
Really tough place to go. Difficult place to go. Such a tough place to go.
It's a tough place to go at the moment.
It was a really difficult place to go, always.
But what are the toughest places to go, really? We've scoured the planet to find out. Forget a cold, wet Tuesday night in Stoke. Try playing in a blizzard 220 miles inside the Arctic Circle at the world's northernmost professional club. When Chelsea lost at Tromsø in Norway in the 97-98 Cup Winners' Cup, a massive snowstorm hit at half-time. These two boys and their brooms were absolutely no match for it. We're staying in Scandinavia for Scotland's toughest away day on a windswept cliff in the Faroe Islands. In Euro 2000 qualifying, Craig Brown's men were taken to fishing village Toftir. Kevin Gallagher called the pitch a cowfield and the wind like Pitodry on a bad day. The Faroe Islands part-timers equalised in stoppage time, leading to these absolute scenes, and still one of Scotland's most embarrassing results.
Daft little ground, silly game.
But away trips don't come any tougher than a lung-busting schlep up the Andes to face Bolivia in La Paz. But now the Bolivians have taken home advantage to another level. The country's highest city, El Alto, 4,100 metres above sea level. Grass doesn't even grow up here. Bolivia have not lost here yet. The longest unbeaten run in any professional league ever belongs to Red Star Belgrade, or Crvena Zvezda if you must. They've gone 7 years without defeat at the Rajko Mitic in Serbia's Superliga. Their fans are pretty intimidating as well, but they're not as loud as this mob. Galatasaray's Ali Sami Yen Stadium's officially the loudest in world football. In a derby with Fenerbahce, Galatasaray fans set a Guinness World Record of 131 decibels. That's louder than Motorhead, and pretty tough to carry out your manager's instructions when you can't even hear them. However, our most intimidating away day is in Wales, where cameras can't enter and players can't leave. HMP Prescoed. This prison team was briefly kicked out the Gwent League over concerns about young opposition having to go in there. Now that's a tough place to go.
Early June 1939, Germany, always a tough place to go to.
Okay, 5 minutes after 8 o'clock this Wednesday, talkSPORT Breakfast with me, Brazil, and Ali McCoist and Arnold Clark's Deal Drop. Get the new car feeling without the new car price. Discover some of the biggest savings and find your next car today. Right, loads on the way this morning. talkSPORT secured the commentary rights for the up-and-coming world heavyweight title fight between Moses Atuma and, oh, here we go again, Philip, Ali, tell me, Hergovich.
That's it.
Founder and chairman of Queensbury Promotions, Frank Warren, will tell us about the Hergovich-Utuma fight. Yes. Bournemouth midfielder and vice-captain Lewis Cook will join us live to reveal all about the new campaign and about the new manager, Marco Rose. And 2020-21 Rangers invincible Connor Goldson will join us to tell us about his second heart surgery, an operation which took 13 hours. His first heart surgery came back in 2017 when he was playing for Brighton. See, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
2017.
Remarkable.
I've
been watching him. I've been following the big fella. He looks in great nick. But that's massive.
Amazing what they can do now.
Incredible.
It really is.
Yeah.
Well, my operation was 7 hours, I think, maybe close to 8.
Yeah.
Now, one player Enzo Maresca won't be able to call on this season is Rodri, who's completed his move to Barcelona. Just before we go on there, Maresca, Ali, do you think he's going to be a big success at City?
Well, it's like anything else, isn't it? I mean, it's a kind of similar situation when Sir Alex left Manchester United. It's one heck of an act to follow.
Yeah.
Mind you, you'd have to say, the squad of players he's got, they should be doing well, and I think they will do well. I'm not, I think the weekend would probably be a wake-up call for them. I know it's only a pre-season game. I get all that, but I was really, really surprised at the gulf between the two sides at the weekend. So, he won't be panicking, that's for sure. Hard act to follow. But listen, he's got a great squad. He's got a great squad of players.
Absolutely.
But I think it's a big thing. No Rodri, no Bernardo Silva. John Stones away, Pep's away. I mean, that in itself is a massive transformation within the club.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. We're going to talk to Lewis Cook from Bournemouth, who go to City at the weekend on the first game.
Yeah.
Right, one player he won't be able to call on, Maresca, is Rodri, of course, the brilliant Rodri has completed his move to Barca. Speaking yesterday, Rodri said that he's ready to feel the excitement again. I'd love to quiz him on that, what he means by that. Interestingly, Real Madrid manager Jose has hit out this morning at Rodri. He says, I personally spoke to Rodri a couple of times. Real Madrid made him an important proposal, but then Rodri had his doubts. His doubts created doubts in me about signing him. Whoa. Ali, you reckon this is true or some classic Jose mind games here?
Oh, it'll be mind games because it looks like Rodri's custard pied them and got to Barcelona.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to have a...
Who's the better side, though? Would you say Barca at this moment in time?
Oh, there's a question.
Not a lot in it, is there?
No, there's not a lot in it. Probably just shade Barca at this moment in time.
Would I be right in saying that Real Madrid with the Galacticos, the Stars, it needs someone like Mourinho to get the best out of them?
I mean, I'm really intrigued to see how he gets on there, particularly with the boys like Vinicius and Mbappe and Bellingham and all these guys. I mean, they've got some...
By the way, Bellingham...
Different class.
The more
different
I see him, the more I like him.
Oh, different class. I mean, I thought he had a wonderful World Cup, didn't he, really?
Oh, and by the way, he's got everything. Can head the ball, he can tackle, his touch, his ambition to win,
aggressive,
that will to win, aggressive, bring it on. In people's faces, I love all that.
I think it'll be interesting to see, but I think there'll be a wonderful relationship between the two of them.
Him and Jose.
Yeah, I really do, mate. Because I think Jose will obviously build him up, and I think Bellingham will. I mean, you talk to Lampard and Frank and John Terry and all these guys. Wee Joe, they absolutely loved Jose. You know what I mean? I think it's one of these boys. If you're a player, you run through a brick wall for him, and I think Bellingham will do that.
Staying with City, though, CEO of the Premier League, Richard Masters, said this yesterday, and this keeps going on, doesn't it? About this lingering charges.
Manchester City, 115 charges. Are we any nearer to a resolution in that case?
Well, as every day elapses, we must be a day nearer. But I obviously can't comment on it. I do understand the frustration. It has taken longer than expected, but we have to follow the process.
22 months on, though, is there a danger the longer this drags on, it damages the integrity of the Premier League?
Well, I hope not. In the end, the Premier League's responsibility is to ask independent commission to look at serious allegations. and to establish the truth, and that shouldn't be qualified by it taking too long, for example.
Do you think, Ali, with the time it's taken, dragging on, that the punishment might be more severe because it's taken them so long?
Well, only if they find them guilty.
Yeah, but there's 115, isn't there? It's 115.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand it, mate. And
well, it's just the time, isn't it? I mean, you look at other clubs that have had points deducted, right? Whether it's Everton, Forest, and teams that have had points deducted, haven't they? So you straight away you think there's an unfairness, right? Because of the time. But it's one of these things, you know, that they have to be absolutely meticulous in everything they do. I get all that. And it's lawyers. You know what lawyers are like, Al? They'll put it off. I mean, the fact that
if you've got money, you can put it off and put it off and put it off.
Absolutely. But I think from they talk about for the league and reputation and standards, it has to get done sooner rather than later. I mean, you and I aren't legal men, and we don't know the pros and cons of everything that has to be tied up. I get all that, but at the same time, I don't care. And you see, Crookie asked him there, Richard, if it's damaging. Of course it's damaging. And the longer you don't get a resolution one way or another, it's going to continue to be damaging.
So if they are found guilty of any of the charges, are we thinking it's just financial penalties? Or are we talking about take this away, that way?
Well,
crikey.
You're talking about a proper can of worms there, aren't you? I mean, could you imagine that?
Appeal and it just go on and on and on.
Yeah, I tell you, by the time appeal, you and I probably won't be sitting here, that's for sure, by the time they appeal this and appeal that. But what a can of worms, mate.
Yeah. Right, okay, we'll move on. We get a bit more positive to help everyone get in the mood for the return of the football. talkSPORT were at the heart of the Premier League launch yesterday. talkSPORT's chief football correspondent Alex Crook sat down with Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta, and he asked him about his motivations to go back to back.
It's not personal, it's the collective ambition that we have and the ambition of the club. And and it's a beautiful challenge. So when you know how to do it, actually to replicate it, and the challenge, it will be different. The things that we will face along the journey will be different, but they will have similarities with experiences that we had in the last few years. And I feel very, very confident that we're going to give ourselves a big chance to be there again.
Mikel Arteta there, of course, Arsenal manager. And the next guest coming up after the news, Frank Warren, a big, big Arsenal fan.
He was in great form, you know. I spoke to Mikel before the game on Sunday, and he, brilliant, just really relaxed.
Yeah.
And he must have been absolutely...
Well, that's probably so much pressure off his back winning it.
Of course it is. I mean, they had a brilliant season last year, and the first thing they've gone and done is, you know, signed Guimaraes, brought Guimaraes in, Solis on the left-hand side, looked good. You know, it's strengthening when you're in a position of strength's key, and they look as though they've done that.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, great season coming up. Arsenal at home, of course, to Frank Lampard's Coventry. First game. Right, 8:15, talkSPORT travel time.
Mo's phoned us up, Liverpool fan. Right, Mo?
100% coward. Where you been?
Kenny! How are you, Mo? Where you been?
Where you
I've
been?
been here. Hey, I've been busy.
Oh, of course you have. Where you been? What you been up to?
It's like you, Jimmy G. Where have you been? You've not been here for a while. And neither has Candy. I mean, Candy's been trying to get his hair like growing, but he's looking quite smart, Candy.
Yeah, it's come back,
Candy.
mate. Back. The hair is back. Everything's...
Are you going to be talking guff this season, Mo?
What are you doing this season, Mo?
Listen to that. Look, I've been listening to talkSPORT all day, and obviously been hearing the ex-pundits. I mean, what is this about Arsenal going to dominate? What is Martin Keown on? What is going on? They just beat a poor City side yesterday. It was only a friendly. I mean, what's going on? Arsenal are not going to dominate. There's only one team who's going to dominate this league, and that is the boys. The best team on the planet, Candy and Jimmy J. The best team on the planet. You saw them playing yesterday. Wow. You know what, Candy? I can't wait to this league to start. And I am telling you, we're going to win the quad, Candy. Quad, Candy.
There it is. There it is.
The quad.
The quad's back out.
Quad back.
Listen, well, come on. Look. Why you got music? Why are you putting laughter track on, right? Look, let's be honest here, right?
No, mate, listen,
Candy,
let's talk about your mob,
Candy,
right?
You shut up, yeah?
Let's talk about your mob.
You shut up. Candy, you shut up. You can't talk. No.
Mate, what's going on at Liverpool? What's going on, mate? What's happening in your place?
Candy, look. Candy, we're the best team on the planet.
You're not, though, are you, mate? This is literally Premier League football drama at its absolute best.
Oh
my Gabriel!
I can't watch this. Definitely saw it next.
Listen!
No!
Guys! Come on! Get in there!
What was that?
You see this crap every single game in the Premier League.
Oh, this is
no goal.
That was embarrassing.
After 8 o'clock, talkSPORT breakfast with me, Brazil and Ally McCoist. This is Rude by Magic, eh? But why are we playing it? Well, there's been a major study done examining social division across Britain, ranking the friendliest, most welcoming places in Britain to coldest, least friendly places in Britain. Do you know what? I've just looked at my phone quickly. Billy the Cab says, what was that documentary about Glasgow again? So obviously he's at the airport, City Airport now. His mates must be listening. Said, "What's that documentary?"
Oh, it was BBC Scotland, I think. Disclosure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Don't watch it.
Oh, don't watch alone.
If you think they're going to Glasgow, don't watch it.
Oh man, alive!
The Scilly Isles came in top spot, right? So this is the coldest, least friendly.
Have you ever been to Scilly Isles? Where is
no.
Scilly Isles? Are we down the bottom? I take it.
It's opposite. It's opposite. Is it opposite Cornwall?
Cornwall, we down that way. Yeah,
Isle of Wight's opposite Pompey.
Yes, that's correct. Scilly Isles are we down the left-hand side?
Yeah, it's beautiful, floral and stuff like that.
I'd never been to Cornwall, honestly.
Cornwall.
Until about 4 or 5 years ago, we went down. Beautiful.
I know, but by the way, the weather's not brilliant down there.
Is it not?
No, people get this, pole dark, right? Watching pole dark and think, oh, that's a great place. By the way, it is beautiful. Some of the parts down there.
I thought it was stunning.
But it's not as warm as you think.
We went to a wee, one of the wee seaside villages, and I'm going to have to get the name of it. Absolutely beautiful. No, that was just a wee village. Foy, have I made that up?
Yeah, there's a
stunning.
Fowey, Foy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Well, Neil Warnock knows all about it down there.
Of course he does.
Beautiful. Right, the Scilly Isles came in top spot as the most friendly, with Barking and Dagenham ranking
as the least friendly places in Britain. Well, with the greatest respect, you can't, how'd you pair the silly hours with Barking and Dagenham? You know, talk about chalk and cheese here. But you know which is ranked the fifth least friendly place in Britain is Ipswich.
What do you think of that?
Well, I wouldn't know. I never go into Ipswich now. I'll be there Saturday for the football. But...
Oh, you had a pub there.
that was years ago.
I remember being in it and it was really friendly.
No. But that was years and years and years ago, that was. They tell me, look, I hate to say this, tell me Ipswich is bad as well.
Oh, mate.
Bad.
Is it just all the kind of major cities getting... What about that? I could not believe what I was watching about Glasgow. Well, actually, do something. I could believe it because I told you. I went into Central Station, run to St Enoch's to get the underground up the West End.
I actually got off the bus there. Every time I went in the town centre, St Enoch's Square was my bus stop.
Well, you would not believe it. Guys about and the girls can't walk up down the road at night and things like that. Drugs getting sold in front of you.
Who do we blame here? The council or the police?
The council have got to do more. I mean, the police, to be fair, and looked as though they were outnumbered and they struggling for numbers as they probably are. But I mean, the council, just even the condition of the pavements, Alan, filthy chewing gum. No, it's no. Glasgow used to be a fantastic place to go shopping. It's all vape shops and
Union Street, Buchanan Street, all that, Argyle Street.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the decline is scandalous. But then you probably saying there's Ipswich getting a mention.
Well, Ipswich, don't forget Ipswich is a port, and right next. Cause chaos.
Havoc with the drugs.
Chaos.
Havoc with the drugs. I don't know. You worry about your kids now. I mean, you do, don't you?
My kids don't go near Ipswich. And this is horrible, me saying, because I grew up there when I was sort of 15 and a half, 16, having left Glasgow, and loved it. You know, and the surrounding area is just stunning, beautiful. How the hell they let these places just go to the dumps is beyond me. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Anyway, we move on. Sports Breakfast. Right, here we go. Let's get the latest odds now. 8:23, because we're talking.
We've got
let's be positive.
Here he's coming.
Day one of York, and this is great racing today. Here comes Steve-O.
If you don't like it, Radio 4. Tube.
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT with Coral. We're here for the fans this season. 18 plus, gamble aware at all.
Steve-O, a very good morning. Good morning, David.
Gentlemen, great to see the old pairing back together. We'll try and lift the mood a little bit after that last segment. That all got very Radio 4, that last segment there, Al. Let's try and lift the mood.
We've got it off our chest, though, Steve. We're ready to go.
Got to be said,
and
Steve.
you're the man that's going to do that, because we have got one of my favourite meetings starting. And what a race we've got today.
Well, we used to do this, talkSPORT. We used to do it every year. I remember going up there with Paddy. Oh, God, chaos. Absolute organised chaos.
Well, you've got your racing post there, Al. It is, of course, it's the third of the big summer flat racing festivals. Royal Ascot, Glorious Goodwood, and now the York Ebor meeting.
You put York up there, would you, Steve-O? You put it right up there with them?
Oh, yeah, definitely, Al. These are the big three, if you like, the Grand Slam events of flat racing in the summer. The first two, I think, have been brilliant. And we kick off 4 brilliant days on the Naves Mire. Ed Chamberlain and the team on ITV will be bringing you all the action.
Don't they do it well, Steve? Don't the boys do it well?
Better and better.
That's fantastic, Ed and the boys. The coverage is superb.
It's so important as well for the sport that it has this huge shot window on terrestrial TV, Ali. And what a race we have in prospect at 3:35. But before I come on to the big race, it isn't just about that. It's some brilliant racing. We kick off with a big sprint handicap at 150. I'm hoping Stratus 9 can go well for Michael Owen and the Hugo Palmer
team. By the way,
team.
Michael's had a great season.
Yeah, these are the big meetings where you want to have the winners. Yeah, they drew a blank at Goodwood. This is where you want to be. The 2-year-olds in the ACOM, look out for Hafner with Ryan Moore and Aidan O'Brien. And then the Great Voltager at 3 o'clock. They call it a St Ledger trial, Al, but it's so much more than that. It's a rematch of the Derby 1-2 for starters. Christmas Day and Maltese Cross. Yeah. Maltese Cross has come out and won a Group 1 in France for William Haggas and Tom Martin.
Maltese Cross favourite, Steve-O?
Slight.
He is, but only just 9-4 ahead of Christmas Day at 5-2. But then it all leads up to the race. Genuinely, if you're not a racing fan, but you're close to a telly,
watch it
at 3:35. Watch this Juddmonte International. Ombudsman, last year's winner, 6-5 favourite. Constitution River, like Ombudsman, 3 from 3 this season. So something's going to have to give. 11-8, the Coral Eclipse winner. But Item for Juddmonte is 2 from 2 at York.
You took the words out of my mouth. You know, course winner Item looks for Andrew Baldwin. I don't think we're without a chance either.
He's only run one bad race, Ali, and that was in the Derby on really soft ground over a mile and a half. Take that out. He's an unbeaten colt owned by the big race sponsors, a son of Frankel, who was just magnificent when he won the race. But you got horses like Zaydan, trained by Francis-Henri Graffard in France.
Oh,
the famous
again, great season.
5 from 5. He's won his last 5, this horse. He's 22-1. We just don't know how good he is. We'll find out today because there is no hiding place. I don't know about you, Ali, if you've got a strong view. My head says Ombudsman. My heart says Constitution River.
Yeah.
I don't know. Which way would you boys go?
I'm actually going the same way as you, yeah. I'm going the same way as you, mate. Which isn't really a vote of confidence, I have to inform you.
Steve, tonight, European football, Celtic at home.
Al, you went out this stage last year, wasn't it?
I know.
No, but your odds on to win this 8-11 to win in 90 minutes, 18-5 your Austrian opponents, 3-1 the draw. You are odds on to qualify, but this is not going to be easy. You've lost your man to West Ham. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is suspended from a red card from about 3 years ago, I think. The last time.
Well, that would be right. That was the last red card, to be fair, Steve-O.
I think it was about 3 years ago.
Steve,
the last time he played in Europe.
Stop putting barriers up. We win tonight. What's up with you two?
Steve, enough of that. Tonight. Is Joe Root's record going to improve as England captain?
Well, look, if there is a ground that Joe Root should be at home at, of course, it is Headingley. This is the 3-match series against Pakistan. Joe is 11-4 to be top run scorer for England in the first innings up there. England are odds on 4-9 to win this first test. 130 Pakistan, 11-2 the draw. They are odds on 1-3 to win this series. They're only 2-1 to win it 3-0. But obviously no Ben Stokes. You know, the end of Bazball.
Yeah.
We got Marcus Trescothick sort of interim. Joe Root interim captain. I don't know. I mean, we love our cricket. Now, what I would say, I'm heading off to York very shortly. I expect there to be rain interruptions, certainly over the next couple of days at Headingley. But hopefully, I mean, I don't think Pakistan are in great form either. So 2 out of form teams, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. So, we've got Lazarus is back. Rupert Bell will be at York today. Steve, have you seen much of Rupert?
Well, I haven't seen much of Rupert since he was escorted out the Coral Box at Goodwood for breaking a load of glasses. It's sad to see a great man like Rupert when he's in that shambolic state. He came in, Ali, big rucksack over his shoulder, turned round, wiped out the whole buffet, all the champagne glass everywhere. He did that on day one. I wouldn't mind. He came in the box the next day and did it all again. At that stage, we have to say sorry, Rupert.
Steve, he's consistent, Rupert. We love him.
Steve, will have a great day today.
Enjoy your couple of days, mate.
Cheers, fellas.
Dave Stevens there. By the way, if you get a chance, I know it's late, but late shout York races. The next
fantastic.
3 days are just beautiful.
Fantastic. Yeah.
It's very friendly as well.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, Ascot is Royal Ascot, Goodwood and stuff. There's something special about York as well.
I'm getting my feet up watching that.
And me, yeah. I've got a little meeting later, but apart from that, I'll be watching it. Yeah, so it'll be great. But that's a great race. The Juddmonte, great race. Right, remember, Rupert Bell and Lizzie Kelly are live from York and talkSPORT 2 from 10 a.m. Wow. We'll speak to Rupert Bell just before that for a full preview, just to see if he's alive. That was a look at the latest odds with Coro, 18+ gambleaware.org.
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT with Coral. We're here for the fans this season. 18+ gambleaware.org.
In the traditional thought process of who's going to challenge Arsenal, they're all in a form of transition. They're all in. Liverpool have got to rebuild.
So you telling me Arsenal will win it again?
Well, you would think that there's a distinct possibility, as Martin rightly says, nothing is easy, and neither should it be, and neither should we hope it is.
Sure.
Right? But Arsenal are in the box seat.
Yeah.
And I don't want the narrative to be seeded because he'll start crying about it. But the fact is that you don't want them to still defeat from the jaws of victory, because it is theirs to win.
Sure.
They're the defending champions. They're in
No,
good
let's
nick.
not get into that. Let's not get into that kind of talk.
They're in good nick.
That
We'll get to some talk with some
narrative
Arsenal
talk
fans
was
very
there.
shortly,
The
Martin.
narrative talk last
I wanna
season.
put this
Four
to you.
games in last year, we're saying Arsenal had blown it. Yeah. Like, let's not get into all of that. It's theirs to blow. No. They can enjoy now. There's a new armory.
Who said that?
This is a tough. They are winners, Jim. You cannot dispute that this season.
Well, they are. But let me ask you this before we hit the 10:30 break. Arteta's next evolution, are the narratives of boring Arsenal and set-piece FC now being wiped aside?
Well, I'm not sure they were there anyway, because Arsenal, look, as I say, I didn't care if their winning goal came off
That was a strong narrative
the
last
backside of
season. You know
Gabriel
that.
or not. 25 goals from set pieces. Look, whatever way they found to it, they'll be doing all of that again this year. It's every facet of their play. They'll try and pass the ball. Look how well they passed the ball yesterday when they went 2 or 3 goals up. The handbrake came off yesterday, and they got players in the final third.
Well,
that's the
what I
next
mean.
step.
Do you envisage a style change this season?
Well, I think it's a dominance check, really. They were allowed to play football yesterday. This is what you're up against, isn't it? But no, I mean, the manager wants to go to the next step. That is to control games more.
Over the last few years, Formula One has gone from elitist and insular to a global entertainment brand. The transformation's down to American investment group Liberty Media, who cultivated a new image for the sport since buying it in 2016. Better access to drivers, improved content on social media, and tapping into the US market have given F1 a massive boost in both attention and revenues. But is everyone happy? The fans certainly are, as evidenced by Drive to Survive. Almost 7 million people per season have tuned in to get all the gossip and all the drama from the paddock. The extra exposure means the drivers can demand a higher salary too. In 2010, the top drivers were earning $20 million a year, which isn't bad. But now, the very best earn 3 times that, with Max Verstappen getting a whopping $65 million in 2025. But money doesn't always buy happiness. Some drivers, including Verstappen, don't like the pageantry the changes have brought about. In Las Vegas in 2023, Verstappen said the drivers were made to look like clowns, and the event was 99% performance and 1% race. Some purists who still watch the sport feel the same, and that the spirit of competition has suffered. But Formula One and Liberty Media don't look like slowing down anytime soon. So expect more races, major events and exclusive access in future.
Five minutes to 9 o'clock, the Sports Breakfast, Ali. Just a quickie. When Emma was talking there about MRI scans.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't have one.
Claustrophobic?
Oh, shocking. I've tried my hardest.
Is that right?
I can't get in them. No.
Just claustrophobia, is it?
Yeah. Terrible.
I've had a couple. I'm with you, mate. I would never claim to be a fan of it, confined spaces myself.
Horrible.
But
when you open your eyes, you know, because you can wear a blindfold and hear music, you open your eyes, and that ceiling is right, that
I know,
the
mate.
ceiling of the tube
I know.
is right there. You're like, get me out, get me out. I never used to be like that, but I'm now.
I'm a bit like that myself, but would you know where to keep the blindfold on?
No, because I know. I can't have one. I've made my mind up. No.
Is that right?
I'll go in the CAT scans a bit bigger.
Yeah.
And again, I don't like it. I just don't like being enclosed.
No,
you know?
I know.
But it's a great breakthrough if it's worked.
It is.
You know,
It's
for prostate, it's a
without doubt.
So don't let me put you off.
No,
but I'm just
quite
saying.
the opposite every day. Yeah.
Horrible. Right, talkSPORT breakfast with me and Ali. Right, time now for a bit of this, Ed.
I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to.
Oh, yes, what a song. New York, New York by the one and only Frank Sinatra. Well, why are we playing it? It's because Simon Jordan was speaking yesterday on the potential location for the super fight we've all been waiting for the last 50 years, I think, between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Here's Simon.
I would imagine it will be, I'm pretty sure it will be in America.
Where?
Madison Square Garden, I suspect. And how much interest the Americans will have will be for the gods. Who knows? But Netflix will have interest. And the guy that's paying for the fight, Turki Al-Sheikh, will determine where it goes, and all the protestations from her and about what contracts they have and haven't got. You might want to work out why people had warm-up fights and how much they got paid for those fights and why those fights were paid in those ways and so on and so forth, and tax efficiencies and all kinds of things that are going on behind the scenes that make fights happen in a certain way. Because the scale of this fight is very significant.
Do you know what? It's a good point Simon makes there, in the sense that are the Americans really bothered? Whereas here, it's massive, but it's business, it's money. I would rather it was here, but who am I to say? Let's waste no time at all and welcome in our next guest, founder and chairman of Queensbury Promotions, Frank Warren. Frank, good morning.
Morning, Frank. How you getting on?
Good morning, Alan. Good morning, Ali. Good to hear you back.
Thank
Alan,
you, Frank.
I hope you're all well, mate.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much.
We've missed you.
Lovely. Thank you. Frank, we'd love to see it at Wembley and stuff, but it's business, Frank, isn't it? You know, is it the pound note that calls the shots eventually?
Yeah, look, the fact of the matter is, it is. If the fight was on at Wembley, where it should be on, that's where we'd all like to see it. It's British fight, all British fight, and we'd like to see it there. But the monies that these guys are being paid, and at the end of the day, it's their decisions. They're the ones getting in the ring and taking the punches. And that's where I'm. It's not been announced officially, but that's where it's looking. It's going to go, and I'm sure when His Excellency is ready to talk, when Turkey's ready to say, that's when it will happen.
Frank, tell me, mate. I mean, I think myself and a lot of people, I'm looking forward to the fight. Certainly going to watch it and I'll enjoy it. I would definitely like to have seen it a few years ago. Looking at both lads in their warm-up fights. Would that be a little bit of a concern, Frank, or are we reading too much into those performances?
Not for me, as far as Tyson's concerned. I think he'll stop him. I think he'll stop AJ, but I've always felt that because of styles, and I felt the same way when AJ fought Daniel Dubois, and that's how it turned out. I just feel that Tyson has his number, and we'll find out when they step into the ring. And obviously, AJ's a big puncher. Tremendous punch on him, but the problem he's got is that he's got a new trainer and he looks in magnificent condition as always. But the one thing you can't do in boxing is put muscles on chins.
Yeah, absolutely. Now talking about punchers as well, I love this guy. I've always said it, Moses Atuma. Frank, you got to be very excited about this. This young boy, he moves on his feet. He's just magnificent. And he's like a middleweight, isn't he? But with immense power. Do you expect this to be a straightforward fight?
That's a real good observation. That's exactly what he is, and I am excited. He's only 21. When you think about it, AJ was 24, 25 when he turned professional. You look at all these guys, and at the age of 21. He's fighting for the world title, and if he wins, it'll be the second youngest to ever win a world title since the war, and the second youngest British fighter to win a world title after Nassim, who won it when I promoted him. Am I the fight am I worried about? Yeah, I've got to be honest. I don't take this as any foregone conclusion. You know, the thing about Filip Hrgović is he's a competitor. He's tough. He's strong. He got stopped by Cut's fight in a great fight that he had with Daniel Dubois. It was a brilliant fight, and you know he's got bags and bags of experience as an amateur and as a pro, and he'll be trying to, as we say in the trade, he'll be trying to old man our guy. And he has the capability to do that. But it's all about, for me, is, as you mentioned in your introduction, it's all about speed.
Yeah.
He has such good speed. He's got such a good boxing brain. You know, if you make a mistake, you pay for it with him. And what he's done up to as yet in fights, certainly some of the fights I expected to go, you know, much more longer. He's stopped people with his brilliant, the way he fights. I mean, he's so exciting. He's probably at this age the most exciting young fighter I've ever been involved with.
How hard does he punch, Frank? Is he up there with the best with power?
He is with his power, and they come from, and he throws shots from you know, from so many different angles and where you don't expect them to come from, and you know. And the problem is when you've got somebody like that who's fast and can punch, with the opponent, they're terrified of letting their own shots go, or some of them worried about it because they leave themselves open, and he's so quick to react. And what he does well, he does his work. If you watch him when he fights, he does his work and then he comes out. He doesn't do it like a lot of fighters walk on and they wrestle and whatever. He's in and out, and he's got the opponent thinking where he's coming from next. It's something special. He's very special, and he's still very, very young.
Absolutely, and that leads me on to my next question, if you Frank. How difficult is it with somebody like that young man to know when the time is to really let him go, or you know, guide him? I take it you clearly have to guide somebody like that with talent and incredible talent. But when do you let him go? When do you take the foot off the pedal and say, right, away you go on with it?
Well, we've done it now, haven't we? Because he's fighting for the vacant IBF title, so it's going to happen. We made a decision with him. He's come on very quickly, and what's happened with him, again, for such a young heavyweight, he's gone into the number one position in nearly all the governing bodies for the last 2 or 3 fights. He's got himself into the number one spot, and that's how this title's come on the line after Usyk decided he didn't want to defend any of these mandatory titles. He didn't want to make any more defences. So that's where we are. So in some ways, Ali, although we had made the fight before it became a world title fight, I think it's just evolved into that. But I think he's ready. Otherwise, I wouldn't let it happen. I just hope my judgment's right, because that's what our job is in our business, is to pick the right moment to move your guy up. But it is a tough fight. This is no gimme. This isn't like Charles Martin, who AJ fought. He's a much better fighter than Charles Martin.
So this is the 29th of August, live on talkSPORT. Should be an absolute cracker. And should he win, Frank, he'll become the second youngest heavyweight champion in history, behind Tyson.
Yeah, and you know that is some feat, isn't it? When you think about that, that is something. And also he's undefeated as an amateur and a pro.
Wow.
I mean, it's some record. He's never lost a fight as an amateur. When you think that he's that age he was when he won the European youth amateur heavyweight title, he knocks everybody out in the first round. When he won the world youth championship, the ones he didn't knock out, he put on their backsides.
Yeah,
he is some puncher and some exciting fighter. And you know, it's at the heavyweight division at the moment. So many things happening. You know, we've talked about Tyson and AJ, guys coming towards the end of their careers as far as where they are in boxing. You know, you've got these young guys who are coming through now, and it's just exciting times for the heavyweight division.
Absolutely.
Frank, just a quick one before we let you go. You must have been impressed with your mob on Sunday, mate. They were different class, weren't they?
Oh, God, I'll tell you what, I was. It was unbelievable, wasn't it? I wasn't expecting that. And, I mean, they were phenomenal. Yeah. And I thought Odegaard, you know, captain, and I thought he played out of his brains. He was so good. Defence, going forward, you know, they were brilliant. And when you look now at our midfield, how strong it is, and the people the players we can bring on, You know, it's fabulous. But I just feel, though, we need a real designated striker. You know, somebody who's an instinctive striker. It's just, if we get that, I think we'll be flying. And the winger we signed, I thought he played out of his skin as well.
Solace, mate. He was tremendous, wasn't he? That was an impressive performance. It really was, mate.
Frank, brilliant. Thank you.
All the best, Frank. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Frank. Speak later.
Thanks, guys.
So there you go. It looks like the Madison Square Gardens, the Gardens. We don't know the date yet for the big one. It's a shame.
That's where they all used to be, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The Garden.
The Garden. Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely. The latest edition of Talk Boxing with Simon Jordan, Spencer Oliver, Paul Smith and former two-weight world champion Billy Joe Saunders is now live in the talkSPORT Boxing YouTube channel. By the way, we're doing brilliant with boxing.
Tremendous.
talkSPORT. And a huge night of World Championship Boxing is live on DAZN this Saturday. Rolly Romero defends his WBA welterweight world title against Lopez, looking to prove his win over Ryan Garcia was no one-off as the takeover chases history to become a three-weight world champion. Wow. Then next Saturday, can Moses become Britain's youngest heavyweight world champion in history as he faces his toughest opponent so far to date, Filip Hrgovic, for vacant IBF heavyweight world title. Join DAZN Ultimate for 185 plus fight nights and a minimum of 12 pay-per-view views every year, including Moses Hrgovic, Rolly Romero versus Teofimo Lopez, and Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn, all included at no extra cost. Before 10 a.m, we're going to be joined by 2021 Rangers Invincible defender Connor Goldson. Will be here to speak on his recent road to recovery after a heart surgery in July. And Bournemouth fans, listen up. Big opening game, hard opening game. Well, Lewis Cook will join us next. That was our breakfast preview with Travis Perkins. It's now coming up to 8:47.
Boxing update on talkSPORT with DAZN, the global home of boxing. Sign up now at dazn.com/boxing.
So, Martin, you've already said that you worry for Manchester City in some way, but I mean, it's the Community Shield. Can you really take the Community Shield as a serious benchmark
I think that's
at
a bit
any time?
disparaging what you're saying. Let me just put it into perspective. So that's a game of honour, right? In terms of it's an honour to play in that football match because what it represents is the two most successful teams from the season before. So you walk out there, shoulders back, chest out, and you're proud to be there. Okay, you want to win it. Let me tell you, you want that in your team photograph. That photograph for Arsenal has been held back and City for this week, so they can maybe drop in another trophy. Arsenal will have that. You're proud to do it.
So you really value your
it's a dress
Shield medal,
100%. You should
really?
dress. Oh, yes. Well, you'll have to take it from me. You've asked me the question. If you don't believe me, then what can I do about that?
Okay.
So I can just tell you how I was, my mindset. Now, really what I enjoyed yesterday was the mindset of the players. So obviously that's born out of the culture within the club. The manager's really pleased. You can see there's been a really good reaction. Ødegaard is back in the building, is ready to go. He's the captain. He's the player whose position's under most threat, and he played a big part in the game yesterday. So let's get that right. But you're right. If you lose the game, you can say it doesn't matter, we're not ready, because it's part of your training.
That's a very point.
But the thing is, it's still a valuable trophy. Whenever we saw Pep win it, wasn't that often, by the way, so we shouldn't be panicking in a Man City situation. They lost 4 of the last 5 Community Shields. You basically look at it and say, okay, it's part of the training, but we'll be ready for the start. It's a wake-up call for Man City, and I'm saying they need to wake up, Jim, because yesterday they fell below the standards that we've been used to seeing.
What the hell is going on? This is literally Premier League football drama at its absolute best. Oh my, Gabrielle!
I can't watch this. Definitely saw it next.
Messi! No! Guys, come on! Get in it! see this crap every single game in the Premier League.
Oh, this is...
No goal.
That was embarrassing.
.52 talkSPORT Breakfast with Arnold Clark. Perfect time to upgrade your car. Get 2 years free servicing when you buy a used car in the upgrade event. Check it out online. Ali's alongside me. Right, to continue our Premier League build-up, absolutely delighted to say we can cross live to Bournemouth. Midfielder and vice-captain Lewis Cook, who's alongside our chief football correspondent, Alex Crook. Morning, guys.
Morning, boys.
Yeah, good morning, guys. I'm down here at Bournemouth's magnificent performance centre. As you say, I've got Lewis Cook alongside me. We've just been talking during the break there about the season ahead for Bournemouth, the first ever tilt at European competition. You're going to be playing in the Europa League. We've been talking about some of the teams you could possibly face, the likes of AC Milan and Benfica. How excited are you about the season ahead?
Yeah, I think personally massively excited. I've been here for a long time now, and obviously we never really got to this stage of the competitions we're involved in, but the lads are really excited for the draw, excited to see who we've got, and the fans should be as well, because I think last year we worked really hard to achieve this, and yeah, we're really looking forward to it.
And it's been a summer of change as well. Andoni Iraola departing the club for Liverpool. You've got a new manager in Marco Rosa. How have you found him so far? What are the biggest differences between the pair?
Yeah, I think there's always change in football. It's definitely a massive part of it. You learn that throughout your career, lots of chopping and changing of people and staff, and yeah, I think last year was great with Andoni. We had a great season, and this year the new manager's come in. He's settled it down really well. He showed us what he wants from us, what type of team he wants us to be, and I think first of all, I said in a few interviews, he's a really good person. He's really welcoming, and we've been welcoming as well, and yeah, we're looking forward to it. It's been a good pre-season. It's going to be a really tough season ahead, but I think we're in good shape.
Yeah, Lewis, can I first of all say good morning and congratulations last year.
Remarkable.
That finish in the Premier League was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And some of the games I watched live on telly was remarkable, entertaining, brilliant. Really enjoyed it. It's going to be tough to do that again this year, Lewis, with the greatest respect.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've seen in the last few years it can be tough to balance the Premier League and the European competitions. But I feel like we're a team that works hard. We've shown in previous seasons when things aren't going our way, we can just keep going, keep grinding out results and turn things around. So I think hopefully we'll just start the season as well as we can. And then when the European competitions come around, try and focus on them and try and get the balancing act right. But great team. We've got a great group of lads, and we're going to give it everything.
I think, Lewis, I mean, unbelievable season last year when you think about it, and you've been there, I think, the best part of 10 years. I mean, Alan mentioned it, very, very difficult to achieve that again, but what exactly would you determine your targets to be? What can the ceiling be for the club?
No, I think the last few years the club's been going up and up and up, and obviously the club have been investing heavily, and obviously with training grounds like this and players and so forth. And yeah, I feel like when I get asked that question about the season's targets, I pretty much say the same thing. If we can beat last year's points tally, we'll be in a great position. You know, I think we had a great campaign last year, and if we can continue to push the ceiling that way, yeah, it'd be good. But obviously with the European tour, we're here to compete. We're here to try and go as far as we can, and like you say, that balancing act will be hard, but we're just going to give it our best shot.
Absolutely. I'm looking at the start, Lewis, as well. Cool, some big names in there. City away, Everton home, Newcastle away, Brentford home and Liverpool home. So what a start for your fans to watch. First 5 games.
Yeah, I feel like every team in this Premier League season is going to be tough. They've all got their ways of playing that are going to be difficult, their styles. But like you say, it's a tough start. But you've got to play them at some point, and why not now and try and get a bit of momentum at the start of the season and crack on from there.
Yeah.
Any dramatic changes with the new coach Marco coming in, Lewis? Any dramatic changes to Areola?
No, I don't think so. I feel like that was maybe part of the appointment. I think it's not been a massive change in style. It's still we still want to be an intensive team. We want to be high pressing, hard working, and try and get the ball forward as fast as possible. So in that sense, not really. I think it's been obviously a few new faces along with the manager, but I think, like I keep saying, everyone's come in and be really nice, and yeah, I'm looking forward to what the season holds, because it's been a good pre-season and I feel like the lads are ready.
Lewis, pre-season, I tremble when I say that word, whoa. But pre-season, was it any different this year to the last few?
I think this year, obviously, we went to Austria, which is a bit of a different scenery. I think the last couple of years has been the States, which was great for the club and great for the team. But this time was a bit more focused on, I would say, games, training, altitude, stuff like that. So we had a great time over there. We worked really hard, and obviously it's nice to come back here and come back to this training ground and continue the work here. But no, it's been a good one.
Yeah, brilliant.
I've got to say, Lewis, it's been absolutely fantastic. Continued success to you and the boys. If you could do us all a favour, could you take that fella on your right hand side into the gym with you before he goes away home this morning?
And Lewis, don't listen to any of his tips at York today as well either. You go skint, mate.
Okay. I think he's already been in the gym, to be fair. Not really.
Yeah, gym and tonic. Lewis, thank you.
Thanks,
Lewis
boys. All the best, Crookie. Thanks,
Alex
Lewis.
Crook, there you go. He'll be glued to the telly today. Don't worry about that.
You better believe he will.
Watching York, yeah. Right, final hour coming up on talkSPORT. Hope you're enjoying it. 2 minutes to 9.
There's a bit of housery about it, and since Cucurella has gone, I kind of like that housery.
Oh no, I think it's a great quality. I think if you're talking about a footballer, strictly on the pitch here, and you use words like, oh, he's snide, he's snarling, he's aggressive. These are good words to use about a footballer. I want players to be like that. I think Chelsea have been a little bit too nice over recent years, and I think having somebody that is a little bit more on the front foot is a good thing. Enzo Fernandez, we've seen it. Like when he scored that goal against Paris Saint-Germain, he's running off towards their ultras, showing them the Club World Cup badge. Whenever we play Manchester United, he's got Mason Mount round the throat. Like he understands what Mason Mount's relationship with Chelsea fans is, and he leans into that. There are qualities to Enzo Fernandez, no doubt, but I'd 100% want him out of the club and 100% take the money.
Okay, Sean?
I totally agree. I do like him as a footballer, but his heart's not in it. And from the minute he started to tout himself around in terms of, I want to play for Madrid, you know what? Guess what? Go. The player I want to see fit is Lavia. Now, when I don't think you remember, between towards the end of December 2024, we almost went to the top of the league, and the reason why that is because Lavia was playing superbly. The one thing wrong with Lavia, when he injures an eyelash, he's out for about 6 months. So we need to keep him fit, and if we can keep him fit, when he was playing, we kept Fernandez wasn't even playing because they played. Casado at right back, and he was the main man running the show. And when we went to Spurs and we turned them over, right, he was the main reason.
Aguero, Solskjaer, Deeney, Watkins,
Sure, you know all about those last-minute goals, but have you heard the one about the on-loan goalkeeper who saved his temporary employers from disappearing out the Football League and into almost certain financial oblivion? Back in 1999, Carlisle United, managed by Nigel Pearson, were fighting to stay in the Football League. Carlisle's finances were precarious with a capital P that season, leading to a scenario where, with 3 games to go, they had to ask the FA to sanction an emergency loan deal to bring in a goalkeeper. Swindon Town's Jimmy Glass arrived at the club. His efforts in his first 2 games earned the Cumbrians 2 draws. Those vital points meant that Carlisle went into their final game of the Division 3 season, now League 2, needing to beat mid-table Plymouth Argyle in front of their own fans and hope their relegation rival Scarborough didn't win against Peterborough at home. The game at the McCain Stadium finished 1-1, and with the same scoreline at Brunton Park deep into injury time, Scarborough's fans invaded the pitch en masse, believing their Football League status was secure, convinced they'd done enough to stay up. However, there'd be one more plot twist. Carlisle won a corner in the dying seconds, and up came Jimmy Glass. In one of those you couldn't make it up moments, Glass scored from a rebounded header and was promptly swamped by teammates and thousands of fans who quite simply couldn't believe what they'd just witnessed. As for Jimmy Glass, he became an overnight celebrity, but he never played for Carlisle again, and his playing career never really kicked on after that defining moment. He took on various jobs outside of football before finding his way back into the sport as player liaison officer at Eddie Howe's Bournemouth, and most recently the general manager at non-league Wimborne. Not the fairy tale ending to one of the most Hollywood moments in football, but the name Jimmy Glass will live on forever as the scorer of that goal, arguably the most important in any club's history.
He was great, wasn't he?
Oh, aye. What a career. You know, you just said there off in the break, the changes he's seen in the last 10 years.
Unbelievable. I mean, think about it.
I forgot they were in Europe. I forgot all about it.
How can they finish 6th?
I know.
Think about it. It's remarkable.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
I really enjoyed watching them.
Yeah. No, me too. Me too.
Right, talkSPORT Breakfast with me, Alan Brazil, Ally McCoist and Arnold Clark's Deal Drop. Get the new car feeling without the new car price. Discover some of the biggest savings and find your next car today. Now, good news for West Ham United. We've just confirmed the signing of 24-25 Championship top scorer Joe Pirot on loan from Leeds United. West Ham, do you know what, Ali? I watched West Ham 2-up and I had to go out and I missed the comeback from Burnley. But what the little bit I did see, I thought Burnley deserved something.
Well, I'm the same as you, mate. I watched the highlights. I couldn't agree with you more. Do you know something? But see, when you look at it, for opening game of the season, I think a draw
away from home.
Aye. I think you're taking that, you know, against a team you think will certainly be
up there.
Up there.
Yeah. And they'll be kicking themselves. Of course, we'll 2-0 up. That's it. Yeah. Lock up. Close up shop.
But I think you're right. I think in the grand scheme of things, watching the highlights, I think the point looked a bit fair.
2 times Ashes winner Stevie Harmison will join us live from Headingley ahead of a new era of English cricket as Joe Root retakes the captaincy back. The first test match between England and Pakistan starts in just under 2 hours.
Brilliant.
And from Leeds to York, we're going to be joined by talkSPORT's racing commentator, Smash a Glass, Rupert Ding Dong Bell, ahead of 3 brilliant days of flat racing from York's fantastic Ebor Festival. But now the Premier League is back and it all kicks off on Friday night, live and exclusive on talkSPORT, as the champions Arsenal take on Championships winners Coventry City.
Where should we begin?
He's made it 3, a hat-trick for Mickey Quinn. Arsenal 0, Coventry City 3.
Coventry have won it. A barren Boxing Day for Arsenal.
These are the games that make or break you.
Coventry are going to be relegated to League 2.
Football's about emotions, right? You invest everything in your life.
And Wright has turned it in! This ground, this club is ready for the Premier League.
And there are going to be some difficult moments. And we have to stick together and believe in what we are trying to do.
Finishing second 3 times in a row, everybody turned that into a negative before we'd won it.
After all of those near misses, Mikel Arteta and his players have finally delivered.
Arsenal are in the best situation to win back-to-back. Their squad is still the best.
Werdegaard, great touch, chance to make it 3, easily strokes it into the net.
These are the team you're going to have to beat this year, and they're going to blow the rest away.
I saw the fire in the belly, I saw players coming early, and that's all really good signs.
Mason Clark! That will round it off in style!
My opinion, Coventry are the favourites out M3 to stay.
And every step of the spellbinding story will be live across the talkSPORT network.
Oh yes, 7 minutes after 9. Morning, Quinny. I love it when we talk about Coventry. Quinny always doesn't he?
Great.
I really enjoy it. I had a little spell at Coventry. Really
know you did, didn't you?
Yeah, played up front with Cyril. God bless.
Oh, amazing.
No.
I'm genuinely so pleased for Coventry and their supporters.
By the way, big fan. The fan base is really good at Coventry.
When you think what they've been through in the last, whatever it is, 10, 15 years, all over the place, didn't have their own ground, all that kind of stuff. Couldn't grudge them any success at all. Brilliant.
I remember talking about Mickey Quinn. I remember playing up against Newcastle for Cov, scoring up there, St James's Park for them.
Big Mark played there as well.
You know, he got a hat-trick. Beat us 3-2. Beardsley. Peter Beardsley got 3. Yeah, unbelievable. I hadn't really heard of Peter then.
Oh, Peter's a great player.
What a player.
There's one for you. American team that he played with. He played with Everton and Liverpool, obviously.
Ooh.
I'm sure he was at Vancouver.
Well, I was going to say Whitecaps.
Yeah. Sure he was.
Yeah.
Terrific player.
I went there a couple of times. Played for Ipswich there and played for Detroit there. Vancouver, brilliant. Bayshore Inn.
Oh, what a city.
There.
What a city, Alan.
You had the Indian Village. You had the
there's a park. There's a park. What's the name of the park?
Stanley
Park. You're right.
Your Capitano Bridge, suspension bridge. God,
mate, it's beautiful. I've got family just south there, a place called White Rock, right? And I used to take my older boys over every year, and we'd have a couple of days White Rock, Vancouver, and then we'd go to Vancouver Island, beautiful, and then we'd go up Whistler Way.
Oh, Whistler Mountain,
beautiful. Oh, man alive. Stunning up there. Nicholas North, the golf course. There's a golf course north of Whistler called Big Sky, right? And I'll never forget it. We head round there about 6 o'clock one morning, got an early tee off, and there was a mother, a black bear, mother, and the cubs just walking across the road. Amazing, mate. Absolutely stunning scenery.
That is a great place. And I always remember Exhibition Park was the race.
That's correct.
Well, we got taken there with the jockey club. And they said, there's only one bet today, boys. Get on this, right? It was called Jojo's Mac. And we ploughed everything on this horse. It led start to finish and got done in a photograph on the line. On the line. And we insisted in seeing the photograph. We'd fortunes on. Show me the photograph. I don't believe you.
See the photograph.
Jojo's Mac, leading wire, get to wire. Oh, and such and such is finishing. What? Oh, no, he's won. He's held on. No,
but a great city, yeah.
Loved it, absolutely. Frank Yallop was there. And big the goalkeeper. Oh, what's his name? Crikey Allen. Brian Adams, of course, was Vancouver.
I think their big goalie at Sunderland was there, big Barry Siddle.
Craig Forrest.
Craig Forrest, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but Vancouver's beautiful.
I'm sure Frankie Yallop was at LA Galaxy for a period.
Yeah, he's done well as a coach.
Yeah, really well.
Yeah, really well. But that was Just a blinding time I had out there. Honestly, went to Toronto as well, Yonge Street. Remember that?
Oh, I know Toronto well. I love
Bet
Toronto.
you were in and out of Yonge Street as well,
you better
weren't you?
believe I was. You better believe it, mate. I
went to Calgary. You know,
Did you
the
really?
Stampeders. Yeah, played Edmonton. Someone Drillers. Was it No, Edmonton something.
Edmonton Oilers were they're a hockey team, aren't they?
We get hit with hailstones the size of golf balls.
Is that right?
You and I would have struggled with Barnett's. Oh dear, it was torture. I went everywhere in America. It was magic.
Yeah.
Houston, San Diego, San Jose.
Minneapolis is the one as well.
Oh yeah, I missed my plane home there.
For Minneapolis?
That was another night out. Yeah, missed my plane home.
Plane home to where?
No, this was Detroit. Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Was it Detroit Express?
Aye, yeah. Oh, it was fat magic. And
How long did you have there?
I was there for about, I was going to say 3 months, but I came back just into the start of the season.
Yeah. Well, you told me the story yesterday, which was brilliant. Bobby said to you, away and go and find some pace.
Aye. They sent me over there.
You found everything but pace.
I found everything. Don't worry about that. It was unbelievable. And all the Scottish used to come through from Windsor.
Yeah.
Windsor's Canada side. They come
that's
through
right.
the tunnel. Windsor Scots Club. There was loads of Scots come to the Silverdome.
Yeah.
Pontiac Silverdome. Brilliant it was.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Oh, no. Great times. Right, we move on. I might as well break. I shall have another chat, shall we?
Yeah.
What about where did you like in Canada? Because Rangers have got big support.
Oh, massive. In Toronto, I went to the Sky Dome is an amazing place. That wasn't where the venue for the games in the World Cup. It was right on the river. Beautiful setting. But I get some. Big Brian Budd was a great pal of mine, and Big Brian was world superstar 2 years in a row.
Yeah. Judo, wasn't he judo?
No, that was Brian Jacks.
Oh, who was Brian Budd?
Brian Budd was my Canadian mate that beat him, that beat Brian Jacks twice in the world superstars. Big Budgie was a character. In fact, I'll show you footage. They ran, I think the race might have been a mile or something like that in the world superstars, and Big Budgie must have won it by about 300 yards. He was an amazing athlete, Big Budgie.
How did you know him?
I just met him through the football.
All right.
Met him through Badger Torrens. You know Badger?
Yeah.
Met him through Badger.
Yeah.
And he's just a brilliant. And then sadly, tragically passed early. I mean, it was such a sad story. But what a character. He used to rollerblade to work.
No.
Right? He did. You'd see him about 10 miles, he'd stay out of town and he'd rollerblade down Yonge Street to his work and all that. He used to work with the Bats and Molson, the breweries.
Yeah.
And he used to look after us. We used to go over there, Alan, at the end of every season, the Rangers boys, right? End of every season. You know, everybody else would go to Magaluf and Ibiza and away to go. We used to go to Toronto. And man, it was unbelievable. We used to go to Sky Dome and we watched the Blue Jays. We went to watch the Blue Jays. What was his name? The lad that hit the home run. I can't remember his name. First time we went, I'll never get it. First, we're in the place about half an hour, and there's fireworks going off. The boy hit a grand slam, right? Which in a grand slam at the baseball is when all the bases are loaded.
Yeah.
And he hits a home run. Right? And he was like, he says, I've been coming here for about 20 years and never seen one. He says, you guys are here and we get one in about 3 innings. Toronto, great city, mate. Brilliant city.
There you go. Right, here we go. By the way, this year in the Premier, of course, Pep has left, so it's going to be interesting what goes on with City. Are you missing Pep's a big question. Well, good news if you are. His 4-part Amazon documentary, A Beautiful Obsession, right? It's A Beautiful Obsession Amazon documentary, is out today, which takes you inside the dressing room.
I feel sad, I feel disappointed for myself for the incredible stupid thing that tries to do is to make you safe, to make you secure, to make you unconfident to do. I feel stupid. And you know it's going to happen that, huh? You know it's going to happen. You will have another manager. You will have another manager. The performance you have done, all of you, is disgrace, guys. I'm really tired. When I see that, I'm exhausted, I'm drained. I want to quit. I'm tired. So tired. I feel alone. When you play like this, I feel alone. I don't really to defend well.
Wow, that's
I'm telling you,
hot stuff. That
I'm telling you, that'll be a good watch.
Wow,
that will be a good watch.
I can't
when
imagine.
Did you see that's out? It's today.
Yeah, I can't. It's A Beautiful Obsession is out today.
We've got to have some of that.
Absolutely. I was like, wow. I didn't expect that, honestly. So the documentary follows the last 2 seasons of Pep City's reign. Of course, both of these seasons they didn't win the league. So we'll watch that. Now, here live and exclusive commentary of the champions Arsenal who take on Frank Lampard's Coventry City as the new Premier League season kicks off. Adrian Dunham brings you coverage from 7 before Jim Proudfoot and Alan Pardew take over kick-off at 8. Rangers Invincible Connor Goldson joins us next.
I put it on silent and plane mode the whole time I was on holiday.
Good lad. I did
time.
message you and you pied me.
Well,
I was like, it's fine.
Well, I didn't get it.
Fine.
I didn't get the message.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm back now, right?
Yeah.
And I've got a little surprise for you.
Oh, you got me a present.
I've got you a little prize.
What you got me?
I've got you.
What you got me? Ah! He's got me a Jason Cundy Tottenham shirt.
There you go, mate. You wanted one.
Is this official your shirt?
That's the official,
This
right?
is a match-worn shirt.
It's a match, well, probably match on the bench.
That's amazing.
I've got a little Sharpie here, mate, and I'm going to sign it in the break.
I want you to sign it. We have to come up with something. What are we going to put on it?
Dear numbnuts.
And that's amazing. Thank you, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
It's in my mum and dad's house.
That's so good.
There you
That's
go.
fully fledged. This is proper Premier League.
Yeah.
That's
there you go, mate.
thank you, mate.
That's
That's
all
going
right,
to go
see?
up on the wall. I didn't get you anything. So sorry. I didn't think we were exchanging presents.
Well, no, it's fine. You asked. You did say to me, if I find one, can I have it? And there you go, mate.
You found it. Well done.
Found it, matey.
That's so good.
There you go.
Fits as well. Fits.
Excellent.
I love the old shirts because they're all massive.
Yeah.
So I can get that on.
Do you want me to sign it? You're going to stick it on your wall? You're going to.
Yeah. Of course I want you.
When Spurs play, you might wear it, Jay.
No. Yeah. What's number 26?
No, I got bumped out, didn't I? Jurgen Klinsmann took me 18.
Yeah, and that's Ledley King's number as well, isn't it? Like, literally, Cundy's the worst player to wear number 26 for Spurs.
What the hell is going on? This is literally Premier League football drama at its absolute best. Oh my Gabriel!
I can't watch this. He's definitely scoring this.
Listen!
No!
Guys! Come on! Get in it!
What was that?
You see this crap every single game in the Premier League.
Oh, this is...
No goal.
That was embarrassing.
This is talkSPORT Breakfast with me, Alan Brazil and Ally McCoist. Now, transfer news continues to roll in. Villa have confirmed 2 signings in the last few moments. Japanese keeper Suzuki, on your bike.
He's quick, very quick.
Atletico Madrid fullback Matteo Ruggeri. Is it Ruggeri or
Ruggeri, yeah.
Ruggeri.
Yeah, Ruggeri.
Doubts, however, over Ollie Watkins' future.
That can't be right. That can't be right.
Ollie Watkins reportedly keen on an Al Hilal move as talks continue after a €45 million package bid to Villa. Wow.
I mean, it can't. He's 30. 34, 35. I mean, I know, and I don't know the finances.
It may be a fortune, Ali.
Yeah, I get it. But would you not think maybe a couple of years, 2, 3 years, and maybe is he thinking the money might not be there?
You don't know. Yeah, you don't. It might be so much money that he thinks
I can't knock this back.
Exactly. I
know, but that's the thing I said to you as well. Nowadays, that kind of money, it's not just your own family; it's your family's family, and you know what I mean. So. Yeah.
But by the way, it's not far on the plane. First class. Boom. Back there. How far is it now, Saudis?
Oh, but 6 hours.
6 hours?
6 hours.
It's nothing.
No, I know, but I'm talking lifestyle and the standard of the league.
It's a wee bit different now, I think. I think there's a special... It's not a special place where it's...
Well, the best place was Bahrain, wasn't it?
Aye.
Where they used to stay in Bahrain and it used to cross over the bridge, I think.
Yep, definitely. Right, okay. So should Ali be considering this move? Ollie Watkins, should he be moving it at the age of 30? 30's too young, surely. So. Or is it just a financial package you can't say no
to? To be fair, if they offer me it, I'm going. I don't mind telling you.
Yeah.
I'll be away if they offer me it.
Saudi FM. Latest transfer news is on our website, talksport.com. Have a look. Right north of the border now, Connor Goldson made over 300 appearances for Rangers, lifting the Scottish Cup, Scottish League Cup. God, that was a long time ago, wasn't it? Before playing every minute in their invincible campaign under Steven Gerrard in 2021. However, Connor has just undergone his second heart surgery, which lasted 13 hours. Oh, tell us more. Delighted to say the man himself has joined us now. It's a very, very good morning, Connor.
Connor, how are you, mate?
Good morning, Ali. How are you?
We're in brilliant form, mate. First thing I've got to say, I've been following you, your recovery. Everything seems to be going well. How are you feeling, mate?
No, I'm really good, mate. The recovery's going really well. I'm back on the pitch, back training, obviously only 1-to-1 with a fitness coach because I'm not allowed contact with anyone yet because my chest bone's broken in half. But no, apart from that, I'm good. I'm playing football, I'm running every day, so I'm feeling good.
Connor, this was a 13-hour operation. Crikey. What was your recovery like? Were you intensive care for a week or something like that, or more?
No, I was in ICU, intensive care, for 24 hours, I think.
Right.
To be honest, I don't really know. It's my wife that knows more than me. I was high dependency unit for another 24 hours. And then I was back on the ward and in my own room, I think, on the 3rd day.
Yeah. And Connor, it's amazing.
It's unbelievable. Tell us a little bit about it initially, Connor, because we're led to believe it's your second up there. Was it you had one when you were at Brighton? How did you find it? Because I know that the screening and testing, as it should be, is absolutely miles better now.
No, Ali, truthfully, mate, it's been a whirlwind. I said to my wife last week, I feel like I haven't even processed this one. Obviously, I had the first one, 2017.
How did you find out about that one, mate? And how did you find out about this one?
No, so that one was, again, routine checkup. I've never felt anything. So I've never been on a pitch and, I don't know, collapsed or felt any pain in my chest or anything. I've always been fit. I've always been healthy. I had a routine checkup then at Brighton and they found I had a swollen aortic root, so it was too big. They said, obviously, if it's dangerously big and if it pops, you're dead basically straight away. And then this time, mate, it's been the same size now for 9 years, so it's never changed since first operation. In Cyprus, you need a card, basically a health ID card, it's called. So every year you have to go for your heart checkup, blood checkups, get them all done, and then you get given a card. So the last 2 years, obviously, I've had that done. Been fine. And then this year I went and the guy said to me, my measurements had gone up. And I was like, impossible. For 9 years, it's been the same size. Went to see another specialist the next day. He was like, yeah, it's gone up. And then I was like, right, get me back to England. I need to see my own surgeon, my own specialist. And I went back and he said, yeah, it's gone up. So you will need another operation. Then I was like to him, right, how quick can you get me in? Because I've just signed for a new team. He said, like, you can play football again, no problem. So I was like, how quick can you get me in? It was like 10 days. So come back here, had a few days, like a week with the kids, watched my son at football training every day. He was at like a football camp, and then back to London, had the op, and on the road to recovery.
It's a difficult one, Connor, isn't it? Because you want to get back as soon as possible, and the specialists will probably be saying, don't rush back. Take your time. Plenty rest. You'll get back, but don't rush back. The problem is your club want you back, and you want back.
Yeah, do you know what, mate? Truthfully, the people here in Cyprus, the first 2 people I saw was like, forget football. You've got a family of 3. You've got beautiful kids, beautiful wife, like focus on those. And then I went to see my surgeon, who's like the best in the world probably at these operations. And he's so confident, arrogant, but in a good way. He's just like, mate, you have the operation, 12 weeks, you're fit. Just let the bone heal, you will be fine. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, but they said in Cyprus that like I might need to retire and forget about football. And he was like, my friend, why do you think they come to England for heart operations? They come to see me because I'm the best in the world. So I tell you, you can play. You need to exercise. You need to have a healthy heart. Even if you don't play football, I tell you every day to go to the gym and to run, to exercise. So in 12 weeks, go play football. You're okay.
Wow. That's
and
amazing.
I was just like, oh, okay, no problem. I'll play.
It's remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. Have you set yourself any targets at all, Connor, to get back playing at that level? Or are you just going to is it very much day by day with your coaching and your rehab team?
No, Ali, I'm itching to get back, especially now. I'm back on the pitch. I'm playing with a ball. I'm running like 5 kilometers in my session. So I think the surgeon said to me 12 weeks for this bone to heal. The heart's fine straight away. I had the follow-up with him a week, 10 days ago. He gave me the all clear. Everything's good with the heart. So now it's just this chest bone basically healing. He said 12 weeks. I'm 5 weeks down. So if you look, another 7 weeks maybe to go.
Well,
sure in that time I'll get
way.
fit and get ready, and then we'll see after that.
Well, that's great news. That is unbelievable.
Well, and just
no doubt that swimming pool behind you.
I was going to say, Connor,
a few laps done.
In terms of your rehab, mate, your environment looks slightly better than the pouring rain we got in Glasgow, mate. To be quite
mate, I can't get into the pool because of my scar. I've got a big
infection
scab on top of it. So he said I can't get into it because of infection. But it's lovely. We've got a bit of grass behind us that the boys play on every day.
I see it. I watch them with you, pal. It's brilliant.
So Connor, Ali mentioned Glasgow there, and I don't want to break your heart, but it's been a tough old start for the season for Rangers, isn't it?
No, it has. I still keep an eye on you. I still watch some of the games. I've watched a few at the start of the season. Yeah, it's tough, but the turnaround is just so big every year. They have a new team every single year. So I think at the start of every season, it takes a team time to settle, time to gel. Or new players have to get used to what it's like to play for Rangers, and I always think that's what's probably harmed them the last few years. Is there's so many signings and such a big turnaround every year. It takes them 6 months to actually fall into place, and then they go on a run, get close, and it's probably too late.
Well, don't worry, Connor. At least you're in Europe, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Connor, I've got to put up with this every day, mate. Every day.
Mate, I can imagine.
Well, listen, I've got to say to you, mate, it's a breath of fresh air to see you and seeing the condition you're in, pal. Best of luck from everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll speak to you again soon when you get on that pitch, mate.
Another 7 weeks to go, Connor. You'll be back, mate. Well done. Thank you.
Thanks, pal.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Great story, eh? Amazing.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I mean, it really is. You think about it, and he's talking about that. Look, I'm just going to. That's the scar.
Oh no! Well, in a way, I've got a scar right across my body, and I was so be careful. You know, it's infection you got to be careful with. But I've had a swim since. So.
Well, you told me. What was the one you told me yesterday? Is it the sun you can't go in?
Yes. Yeah. Because I take anti-rejection tablets every day.
So I mean, your immune system's down then.
Gone.
Right.
Gone. So
right,
I've got to be Yeah, I've just got to be careful where I go and stuff. Even when I go to hospital for checkups, I panic a little bit in case I catch something.
Well, I know, because that kind of makes sense. That's where the infection is. It isn't the hospital, because that's where you go to get...
Yeah.
I guess.
So, it's amazing what's happened to me. No shellfish, right? So you can't have any shellfish. You got to be careful. Protein, I've got to take a lot of protein for the liver. No booze, obviously, right? Forget it ever again. You know, some even non-alcoholic, zero alcohol, they say don't do it because you'll get in your head, oh, these are okay. Maybe I could just go a little bit, yeah. So I stick to Coke and water now, and no sun. So no booze, no sun, and no shellfish.
And then, but the shellfish one, is that kind of...
I don't know why. I don't know.
Somebody will tell us.
And raw stuff, I've got to be careful. Stuff cooked.
Chicken and things like that.
It's really difficult, but you can't go through life looking at everything, can you?
No.
Booze and sun, you just got to accept that.
Yeah.
But the food wise, as long as you're, I think, as long as you're roughly aware of what you should and shouldn't have.
Is it no sun forever as well then?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, just get the old Panama on.
Do you know something? I'm not a great sun worshipper either, but I love the sun, but I actually like sitting in the shade in the sun, if you know what I mean.
I like a bit of sun. Yeah.
I don't bother that. It scares me. Really.
But that sounds a lot more serious. You can have a transplant.
How good Connor looking there.
Yeah.
Wasn't that magic?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, 9:30.
Cricket, what? But I know Chelsea had a deadline for Fernandes, but it looks like Rodri's obviously on his way to Spain, Barcelona. I think he's going over there today. Would they go back in? It seems common sense, and particularly after watching that yesterday, would they go back to Chelsea, do you think, City?
I think it's almost nailed on that they're going to chance their arm there. Rodri deal was agreed overnight, £65 million, which is always the magic number. As far as Manchester City are concerned, he's agreed a 4-year deal. They're going to sell to Gianni Reinders as well. Those transfer fees combined will be enough to match Chelsea's £120 million asking price for Enzo Fernandez. Now, obviously, sources telling us on Friday that the 5 o'clock deadline had passed. No written bids have been received. Therefore, Enzo Fernandez would stay a Chelsea player. I'm not convinced that was as hard a deadline as maybe it's being made out.
What about Jamie Vardy, Crookie? We're reading reports that he's had an offer from Brazil.
Well, that doesn't surprise me because Jamie Vardy still looks in top physical condition. Obviously did pretty well in his stint over in Italy. I think he'd prefer a return to English football, if I'm honest, but I wouldn't totally rule out a move to Brazil. Who knows, that might be the next chapter of the documentary that I've just started watching about his incredible career. But he's certainly got no shortage of interest. Sheffield Wednesday, his boyhood club, have chanced their arm, but I think financially that's quite a difficult deal for the Owls to do.
Over the last few years, Formula One has gone from elitist and insular to a global entertainment brand. The transformation's down to American investment group Liberty Media, who cultivated a new image for the sport since buying it in 2016. Better access to drivers, improved content on social media, and tapping into the US market have given F1 a massive boost in both attention and revenues. But is everyone happy? The fans certainly are, as evidenced by Drive to Survive. Almost 7 million people per season have tuned in to get all the gossip and all the drama from the paddock. The extra exposure means the drivers can demand a higher salary too. In 2010, the top drivers were earning $20 million a year, which isn't bad. But now, the very best earn 3 times that, with Max Verstappen getting a whopping $65 million in 2025. But money doesn't always buy happiness. Some drivers, including Verstappen, don't like the pageantry the changes have brought about. In Las Vegas in 2023, Verstappen said the drivers were made to look like clowns, and the event was 99% performance and 1% race. Some purists who still watch the sport feel the same, and that the spirit of competition has suffered. But Formula One and Liberty Media don't look like slowing down anytime soon. So expect more races, major events and exclusive access in future.
I watched the other day.
What did you watch?
I can't remember where it was, but I watched you playing against Leeds when you beat them at Ellen Road.
Oh, the 2-1 game, yeah.
It was 2-1. It was the second leg.
Yeah, I think no.
Or the first leg.
No, it was the second leg. Was at Ellen Road.
You got a header.
Yeah. Tremendous wee flick for Durante, lovely ball for Big Mark, back post.
Far post, back. Yeah. I watched that.
They had a good team, mate. Cantona and wee Gordon and Gary Mack and Gary Speed, David Batty.
Yeah.
Well, they were the champions, weren't they? They won the league.
No.
I think that's the last time. Here's a great quiz question. I think that's the last time an English coach or manager won the top flight. I might be wrong, but
Howard Wilkinson. Correct. By the way, can you see that happening now? Celtic Rangers going down there and beating them?
No chance now. No chance.
Isn't it?
None.
Is that what we do with money?
Of course it is. Absolutely.
Okay, talkSPORT Breakfast with me, Alan Brazil, Ally McCoist and Arnold Clark. Perfect time to upgrade your car. Get 2 years free servicing when you buy a used car in the upgrade event. Check it out online. Oh, by the way, big Alec McLeish, I text him. He's back in Glasgow now.
I know that.
I didn't realise.
He messaged me last week. I'm going to catch up with him for a bit of lunch.
Yeah.
Because I still thought he was down here, but he's
No, he's moved.
He said...
I think he still comes down to Wimbledon in London.
They moved back up the West End, him and Jill.
Good. Right, England's second Test series of the summer gets underway this morning with a very different look to that of the first. Former coach Brendan McCullum is gone, and interim Marcus Truscothick keeping the seat warm until Stephen Fleming comes in September. And of course, the big news: Joe Root is back captaining the side. 4 years now since his previous spell after Ben Stokes retired earlier this summer. Joe was speaking to the media yesterday ahead of the game and emphasised he's not going to rip up Bazball, but tweak it.
I don't think there's a huge amount that we need to change. I think it's small things that will make a big difference. And it's not about ripping it up. I think it's about keeping a lot of the good stuff that we've been doing for a period of time and that Ben and Baz built for a long while, but making small adjustments that in-game will make a big difference. So giving clarity to the group on what that looks like and then putting into place over and over again.
Big one, England. Pakistan up at Leeds, isn't it, Headingley? I'm funny enough having a lunch with some massive Leeds fan today. So I'll see you later, Nige. Right, to give us more, let's bring in 2 times Ashes winner Steve Harmison live from Headingley. Harmy, good morning. How are we, Harmy? How are you, mate?
Good morning, Ali. Great to hear your voice again, Al. Yes, it's beautiful up here. It's been raining most of the morning, but the sky is a little bit blue, few clouds in the sky, but you know you've got Pakistan warming up on our right, and you mentioned Marcus Trescothick. He's in the nets with Ben Duckett and Emilio Gay to my right, and Headingley looks a picture.
Harmy, we were talking earlier, Alan and I, when Joe was last in charge, was it 1 win in 17?
That can't be right, Harmy, is it?
In Ashes. Sorry,
I was
in
listening.
Test cricket.
Is that right?
Yeah, I was listening. Yeah, I was listening on the way down, and yeah, I mean, it was 1 win from 17. It is right.
Amazing.
It is amazing. But I think what you've got to put into context as well, and I think this is where it gets a little bit missed with Joe and his record, and a lot of people talking about his captaincy in the past. And there's two sides to Joe's captaincy. The start of it, he won a hell of a lot of cricket matches. He did very, very well as a captain, and then COVID hit. And when COVID hit, cricket. England were the sort of pioneers of keeping the lights on. Australia wouldn't play for 4 years, I think, outside Australia. England went all over the world, and I think you have to put into context that during that 17 matches, a lot of it was in COVID. They were in India, they went to the Ashes and got beat 5-0. So I think when you look at Joe's captaincy before, there's a hell of a lot of, I think when they talk about asterisks with different, coming with stats and people winning the Premier League with asterisks and stuff like that, I think Joe's does come with a little bit of what we did during COVID, the England cricket team, and what Joe had to do as captain, I think was largely down to the fact that by the end of his 4-year tenureship, he was tired, he was spent, it was time for change, and now a rejuvenated Joe Root, arguably in the form of his life, I think he'll enjoy what's coming ahead with the captaincy.
Going to say, Harmy, there's no doubt about it. He's one of the greatest ever. Absolutely love him. Fantastic. What makes him better placed now in terms of to take the captaincy? What's the difference going to be now, Harmy?
170 odd test, 140 odd test matches, 65 doing it before, 60 odd watching Ben Stokes do it. It's going to be a shame that he's not going to have his great mate Ben Stokes to call on from an all-rounder spot for a confidant spot, but I think Joe will come into this captaincy with a spring in his step, and I think that's what will make him not a different captain, but a more all-round, better decision maker than the one that captained 65 test matches. And also seeing the way Ben's done it, like he said in a couple of clips I've heard played on talkSPORT this morning, he's not looking to rip it up. We're not looking to rip it up. We're just looking to refine it. We're looking to make sure that we're making better in-game, smarter decisions. It's like in football terms, when you're 3-0 up, you don't go for it's no point going for the fourth when you've got the game won. All of a sudden, you get yourself in trouble if you go gung-ho, kamikaze, and that's what the McCullum and Stokes era did over the course of the last 18 months and found out. So I think just a little bit smarter. I think that's what will make Joe a little bit better captain this time than obviously the previous time.
You mentioned it, Harmy. It's a new era, new times. How will history look back? Will history look back with kindness on Brendan McCullum and Stokes' era?
I hope so, Ali. I really do. I mean, for the first 2 years, it was absolutely brilliant. It was box office. It's what cricket needed. You talk about going from one extreme to the other. It needed to go from one extreme to the other because the record that you couldn't believe before, we were 1 win from 17. Yeah. It needed changing. And I think I don't know about you two guys, but whenever somebody loses their job and it comes towards the end, we focus on the last 6 months and we don't focus on the 2 or 3 or 4 years before. I'm obviously, my passion for Newcastle United. Anybody wants to sort of be negative towards Eddie Howe, I didn't like it. Look at him over 5 years and not over the last sort of 6 or 7 months. And I think that's the way it should be looked over, Brendan McCullum and Ben Stokes. Yeah. They'd give us a great ride. It was a fantastic time to be an England supporter. We might not have won the big series against India and Australia, but I tell you what, English cricket is better for having Brendan McCullum and Ben Stokes' tenureship in charge, and I think hopefully this will just move us a little bit further forward.
Harmy, Newcastle against Liverpool, opening game of the weekend coming up. Great season ahead, we hope. Is it going to be a great season for Newcastle, or is it going to be a struggle?
I think what everybody's talking about being a struggle and transition and change. Eddie's going to take some replacing. Bruno and Tonali and Gordon, they're going to take some replacing. Yeah. So, I mean, I look at some of the signings. I think we've signed some good young players. We've signed some positive for the future, which would have been great. And all the arguments about the sort of PSR stuff, they're valid arguments. I just look at Newcastle's recruitment. I don't think they've improved the sort of starting 11, which is an understatement because of what they've lost. I think some of the players that we have signed, I don't believe are quite ready to play in the Premier League. Young Sterling's a good player from Ajax, but he's 18. Is he ready? Probably not to play against a McAllister, a Szoboszlai on the opening day of the season. I look at the goalkeeper. A lot of people talk about, I'm going to make a statement, and I think people won't like this from a Newcastle fan's point of view. But I reckon we'll be calling for Nick Pope back in goal by October, because Newcastle being under pressure, they might need somebody to keep the ball out of the net rather than a footballer goalkeeper with good feet. And I think that they are little decisions I think the manager's going to have to take, because Newcastle, I don't think it'll be a bad season, but I don't think it'll be a season of sort of good cheer like we've had over the course of the sort of first 4.5 years from Eddie Howe.
Harmy, brilliant to talk again.
Great to see you, mate. Take care.
Enjoy your day there. It looks like a bit of rain on and off maybe today.
Yeah.
Anyway, excuse me. Listen up, fancy winning an all-expensive paid trip for 2 people to Melbourne next March. Ali fancies this.
Yes, big time.
Thanks to Visit Victoria and the Barmy Army, you could be at the MCG watching England take on Australia at the 150th anniversary Test match. There'll be 100,000 there, won't there? Probably.
Where?
100,000 at the MCG.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I played there.
So this is... Did you?
Yeah.
So this is the 150th anniversary Test match. Brilliant. MCG March. Right, so we're talking 5-day match tickets, 7 nights hotel,
what a trip.
An exclusive pre-match function with cricket legends, and a day trip to the Great Ocean Road with return flights and spending money thrown in as well. Brilliant. Head to talksportwin.com. That's talksportwin.com right now and enter for full T's and C's. Right, our sports reader Nick Ellaby has joined us in the studio. Nick, very good morning.
Morning, boys. Some breaking news concerning Australian tennis player Nick Kyrgios. He's tested positive for cocaine. He's actually announced this himself on his own Instagram. Nick Kyrgios has said, I made a huge mistake. He said he wanted fans to hear it from him first.
Yeah.
He's also apologised to his fans, his family, his sponsors. He says, above all, I'm apologising to the kids who follow me. He says he's disappointed in himself, Nick Kyrgios, after testing positive for cocaine. He says there's no excuses for what he's done, but he has struggled with injuries recently, and he's coming to terms with the end of his career. He's 31. I thought he was old. He's been around for a while. He says he's going to step away from the limelight for 28 days. He's asked for privacy. But yeah, Wimbledon finally reached highest in the world, 13. Never won a major. Very, very talented player. This is going to feed into those questions that, bit of wasted talent there, maybe.
Yeah, we've done a few shows with Nick.
Absolutely,
great guy, great company.
Yeah, I love him.
I take your point. What a talent! An incredible talent. Probably underachieved, I would suggest. But great character. But that's a shame. This is a real shock.
Well, as I said, good luck to him. Well done to him for coming out and saying, "Look, this is what's happened.
Yeah.
No excuse. I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have done it." So well done. It's like this drug situation is just beyond me. I just don't
crazy,
understand
mate.
it.
I'm telling you, it's crazy.
But
Absolutely
what he's saying
crazy.
there is the disappointment, the injuries, and he will know himself. He's not daft. He's, he'll be saying to himself, I have underachieved. And things like that can get you. I'm not making an excuse for him. I'm not doing that, but I can see how it happens.
Sure, there we go. Nick Kyrgios, breaking news, announced it on his own Instagram. He's apologised to kids and his fans, tested positive for cocaine. He's stepping away for 28 days to sort himself out.
Brilliant. Thanks, Nick. Lovely. Right, coming up 11 minutes before 10 o'clock. So what's you've got a nice easy day?
Nice easy day, mate. Nice easy day. I'm back up. I probably will, actually. I'm going to get back up the road.
What a great picture you showed me earlier, your wee boy Harris.
Oh, yeah.
Great uniform. Green uniform.
Can you believe that? As green as it gets. Because the wee sent me a photograph down there. This is his first day at school. She sent me one, his first day at school, when he was 5 or something like that. And she sent me one of him now, which is his first day, if you know what I mean. He's got another term, but it's his first day here in May.
Okay, coming up, quick break, 10 to 10 on talkSPORT.
Joe, very satisfying. Bit of a statement. Just remember, it's only a glorified friendly.
First of all, I want to say a big good morning to the talkSPORT listeners. It's a fantastic Monday morning, isn't it? It is for sure. Listen, guys, Jeff, Ali, who's going to beat us this season? You tell me. Who is going to take over in the city of London? Who?
On that evidence, nobody.
Nobody.
Right. But
Chelsea.
I think Chelsea.
It's premature, Jeff. It's premature.
I say
Well, it's premature. You're saying who's going to beat us?
We've won the trophy available to win.
Yeah.
We've done it.
It's difficult for you guys not to get carried away after that. But at the same time, I wouldn't be overly worried about Manchester City's performance. Although, with the golf in that particular game, I would be slightly concerned.
Ali, I have to add, it is time to get excited. It's time to get super excited because I don't think there's a time in the league where it's been more open for us to dominate. I mean, if you look at Liverpool, Areola, we don't know what he's going to do. You're talking about Alonso. We're raving about a manager. And you've seen the ins and outs of Chelsea. It's not even stable there yet. I've just seen recently that Nicholas Jackson, who's been one of their best players in the pre-season, he's in the bomb squad with Liam Delap. You turn around, you look at Man City, it's looking shaky. You look at Aston Villa. There's no point you getting me in the morning with Gabby anymore. There's no point. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing, Gabby. I'm not going to see you again, mate. We're that far gone.
What the hell is going on? This is literally Premier League football drama at its absolute best.
Oh
my Gabriel!
I can't watch this. He's definitely saw it, Nez.
Messi!
No!
Guys, come on! Get in it!
What was that?
You see this crap every single game in the Premier League.
Oh, this is...
No goal.
No.
That was embarrassing.
What a song.
Oh, yeah. I seen them, the O2, they were magnificent, the Floyd.
Did you really?
Oh, they were magnificent.
I'm going to tell you some. One of my massive regrets.
Oh. I remember as a kid listening to Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh, mate, me too.
And that was totally different to the music I liked. I thought, what is
No, I'm
this?
the same. I'm the exact same, mate. What's the guitar solo Gilmore does? Is it Uncomfortably Numb?
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely. I
Oh,
listened to it the other
my
day.
goodness.
Yeah.
Isn't it just fantastic?
Yeah.
Fantastic. What was
Remember
it?
the
Nick Mason and what's the other one?
He's just selling all his cars, I think, Nick Mason.
Is he?
Oh, he's minted, by the way.
What was the one I found as well? The one that...
The other lead singer. There was,
Oh, what's his name? But the other one...
That's who I saw.
The one that was with them right at the start, tragically passed away. So Sid Barrett, remember? I'm sure Sid Barrett was with them right at the start and then sadly passed away.
Yeah.
But, I mean, absolutely top
You're
class.
on the dark side of the moon. Oh, Magic.
Brilliant, eh?
So you could, in fact, I had that on in the hospital when I was bored.
But it's funny, Al, because I was never right into them when I was younger.
Yeah.
But now...
The first song I heard them was See Emily Play.
Yeah.
That was the first single I heard Pink Floyd play all those years ago.
It's brilliant, eh?
Yeah, I know.
Some great songs.
By the way, I've hardly looked at my script today.
I know, it's been great.
It was the same yesterday doing that thing. That's you blethering all the time.
Oh, what a laugh we did. You need to tell the listeners, we'd have sat down yesterday just to get a list. And the guy said to me, right, introduce Alan. He said, I've got these list of questions for you. Right. So I said, I'll do that, no bother. So we sat down. I never even looked at those questions once. And then the next minute, she's right, you'll need to cut it now. She said, that's an hour and 10 minutes.
I know. It was
great, wasn't it? We just had a blether of everything, didn't we?
Yeah, it was sitting in the bar.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
It was magic.
Listen, best of luck to all the kids out there receiving the GSCEs, the O-level results today.
Good luck.
Ali never got any. Ali's a living proof that bad grades aren't the end of the world. All eyes in York this afternoon as the brilliant Ebor Festival gets underway. And a man who never get any O-levels. Have we got him? Have we got Rupert Dunderhead Bell? No? All right, I'll talk to Rupert tomorrow.
Have we not got him?
Nah.
I was looking forward to speaking.
I know, it's my fault for talking too much, honestly. But listen, you can hear the 3:35, which is a great race, the Judd Monty.
Are we fancying
one of our four live races on Russian and Baker this afternoon over in talkSPORT 2 from 10 a.m. There's a preview of the day's action with Rupert and Lizzie live from York. Do you know what? I can't see past Ombudsman, but I backed Constitution River to win the French Derby.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm really looking forward to see how Andrew Baldwin's horse runs. I mean, it likes the course. I'm not sure it'll be class.
Let me tell you a quick story, right? And I've not had a bet since. So I had a treble, right?
Yep.
Paris to win the Champions League.
Mm-hmm.
Constitution River to win the French Derby.
Yeah.
And our Derby favourite, Bellini, in a treble, right?
Yeah.
And it was to win a lot of money. And of course, Bellini got his hind legs stuck in the stalls, non-runner. And because I'd backed at anti-post, I didn't even get the double. So the first two won, all gone on the favourite in the Derby. And because it was anti-post, I never even got my money back, my stake money back.
But I take it because if it's under orders,
yeah,
the bet stands, does it not?
Well, they said it was a non-runner. They declared
well, then it doesn't. You should get your money, surely.
No, because it was anti-post. And it really left a bad taste in my mouth, honestly.
Now, you don't take defeats too well, do you?
Well, no. At least give me my money back.
The fact that you told me the name of a horse that get caught in the line in 1970.
Jojo's Mac. Exhibition Park. Jojo's Mac. He's photograph. What? You're joking. He's won. Oh, I want to see that.
Now you're over it.
I want to see that picture. Exhibition Park, Vancouver.
You know, I'm looking forward to that race today. I must admit, the big race.
Yeah. Well, you've got a great day, haven't you? That and then the football tonight. I watch the football tonight, but I've got to have a little bit of lunch with some people, so I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, I'm back tomorrow morning from 6 alongside Gabby. Listen, have a great day, mate. I really enjoyed
mate. Brilliant to see you.
I'll see you
next week.
Yeah. Up next, Jim White, Simon Jordan, and Danny Murphy.